thank you for joining us tonight. We're going to wrap up our show with the tip of the week. Omar, what's your tip of the week, my friend?
Tip of the week, right off the bat. Oh, you got me on this one. I had one too. Oh my gosh, I'm blanking out. I did have one today.
Well, you had a whole 20 seconds to figure it out. You knew we were going to close down live tonight. All right, we'll come back to you. Tony,
Yeah.
We need a tip of the week, Tony. Tip of the week before we say goodnight to everybody.
Yeah, don't listen to Eddie on speakerphone because it sounds like he's talking about hairy balls instead of Carrie.
I gotta go to timeout. I'll be right back.
That's terrible. I wonder if he's gonna make a special appearance tonight. And OnlyFans is going hard, man.
Oh my God. Oh my God. I didn't see that one coming. Okay.
Well, you said tip, so.
No,
Oh.
Eddie took the tip. I don't know what to say. Eddie took the tip. What's going on, y'all? Welcome to the Rideshare Garage. It is Wednesday night. And
you
as
took
you
the
can
tip
see,
and some.
Oh, you know what, Vinny? I got one.
we're already in full clown mode here.
Yeah, I got one, and this will introduce one of the people on here, right? So I saw a notification today that said how to deal with passengers on the channel that shall not be named. It said how to deal with 6 ways of how to deal with rude passengers. All I saw was the title. I don't watch those videos. It's a waste of my time. But I thought about that for like a hot second. I thought about that, and I said 6 ways. I give you one, okay? It's called the Nick way. Get the fuck out. That's my tip of the week right there. When you got rude passengers on X, on Black, it don't matter. We don't get paid enough for this. Get out.
On private trips, God. GTFO. That's the initials there.
GT, get the fudge out.
6 different ways.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That had to be a clown. That had to be a clown video. 6 different ways to deal with rude people. There's only one way. Get out.
I tell you what. You know what? At times, I mean, we're getting to those points where, they're not paying us enough to be Dr. Phil. They're not paying us enough to do all that, man. But they don't care because where one driver goes down, 3 more pop up. That's the reality of life. Anyway, so sitting next to me, well, actually up and to the left on my screen, we have Tony, the driven dad. Tony, how you doing tonight, brother? How's things up in Colorado? I think we lost Tony.
CO, Colorado. Tony he be here and he be, he's been working. He's a working guy, he's always working.
He is working, man. Okay. Next to him is Omar, the Mr.
Hey, I'm here. Of course you come to me when I'm not at the phone. I can't hit the unmute button.
Okay. Well, Tony, since you're back, are you unmuted now? Can you?
I'm unmuted.
Buddy, how you been? What's going on? How's Colorado treating you, sir? Because you guys are coming into your nice time. I remember.
Yeah.
It's nice up there.
It's pretty hot today. It's almost 90 degrees.
Did I ever tell you, Tony, my hottest day ever in my life? And I done been in some deserts. The hottest day of my life was in Colorado Springs.
I bet it can get scorching now
I was so dehydrated.
In the mountains.
Yeah, I was so dehydrated that it was only like 93, 94, but boy, it was rough. But go for it, buddy. How's your day going? How's things going up there in Colorado?
Good. I started off my day with a couple of catering orders, one for about $35. And then the next one was $131. And then the next one was another like $35. Did a little $30 airport trip. Now I'm just doing
a little $30 airport trip. People down here, they're ready to chop each other's legs off for a $30 airport trip, and You know, just $130 catering order. You know, no sweat, no sweat. You know, $50 this. What catering apps are you using?
I've got Deliver That, and Zifty.
Okay, so and those apps. Let me ask you a question, Tony, straight up.
Yeah.
If you had to choose between driving people
Mhm.
and driving and catering apps, which would you prefer? Which do you think is stronger for you?
For the current time, catering apps all the way. But you've got windows of time for that. You got
Okay,
some breakfast, mainly lunch. Occasionally, you'll catch something for dinner, but lunch is where you gotta stack it all up. Maybe if you gather enough steam, you can get prioritized and get some of those breakfast runs in too. But especially since there's no surge going on, really. I mean, every once in a
right.
while I see the surge, but um, food delivery has been killing it for me. So I'm making a few adjustments. I will talk about if uh, I'll talk about it on my channel, then I'll bring it here.
Okay, okay. Well, yeah, because my friend, I haven't seen anything. I was wondering. I was supposed to call you last week, but my bad, dog, my bad. I was too frustrated cussing out Wawa people with pink hair. Um, damn it! Now I forgot what I was going to ask you. Shit. Anyway, my bad. I forgot. I'm a bad host tonight. I'm blaming Melvin down there. That's
Yeah,
Melvin's
you
fault.
blame me
That's
for it.
Melvin's
Yeah,
fault.
you
And
haven't
the
seen
girl
much
with pink hair
content,
from
is what
Wawa.
you're saying.
Yes, that's exactly what I'm telling you, man. I'm fresh. Anyway. Yeah, what's going on with the channel? I haven't seen anything pop up in a while. Is everything all right with you and the family? The
Yeah,
family doing good?
well, when you're on the grind, it's hard to produce content and have time for the fam. So,
That's true. That's true. Very true. Omar, I heard Omar today was he finally unveiled his OnlyFans channel, and he had multiple cameras going while he was working the
Oh my
wheel
god.
wells. He was working wheel wells on OnlyFans.
Oh my
Now,
gosh.
whatever holes you think those wheel wells are, Omar, you want to kind of explain to what's going on with you, buddy?
No, it's funny, right? The most untechnological savvy person that me and you know was the one that made that suggestion. Say,
What? To
hey,
use two cameras?
hey, once you use two cameras, then you don't have to move them, because and I thought to myself, wow, what an idea. And then you came on today and you made your point, and I thought to myself, it's funny. The person who made that suggestion to me is probably it probably came from. Can we say it? I don't know if we could say the word and we get in trouble.
Yes. No, don't say the word. I don't even know
Okay.
where you're going with it, but I don't trust you.
No,
I
you
don't
had
trust
mentioned
you.
it. You had mentioned it. You had mentioned it. So, anyways, uh, the hub. Okay, this person is usually on their Apple tablet, 4K tablet, watching the
Right.
hub. Okay,
Oh,
and that's
oh,
and
oh,
that's
oh,
probably where the idea came from. And say, hey, Omar, why don't you use two cameras?
oh my God. This is I'm
Oh
telling
my
you,
god.
when we came online and I said, all right, folks, have a great night. Thanks for showing up. You should have killed it right there. Should have just killed the damn show right there tonight. Uh, what's going on, Josh? What's going on, Ryan? What's going on? Well, Melvin's in the books. Randy is
Yes,
down
sir.
there. How close is Driven Dad from getting his own Tesla X? With what he's paying, I'll let him answer that. But I think with what he's paying for that Model X, I wouldn't buy one. I'd keep doing what he's doing.
well, might think twice, at least in Denver. So yeah,
Okay.
like I said, I'll probably end up doing a live stream in my car maybe tomorrow, and then we'll do a follow up here next week if
Yep. Hey, I'm
nothing's
waiting on
happening.
it, buddy. I'm waiting on it. I'm waiting to see what's going on with you. All right. Randy says driving in style is almost 3,000 subs. No. Eddie has broken 3,000 subs. Congratulations to him. Big shout out to him for that. What else? What else? What else? Mr. Melvin,
Yes, sir.
How are you, sir? I see you got, man, look at you looking all goddamn dapper over there, all nice and clean. You better not be doing no X rides in a button down, bro.
No, actually, I'm definitely not doing no X-rays. That's why you don't hear no pings.
Yeah, ain't that the truth?
Oh.
Ain't that the truth, bro? Hey, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I've been doing those X pings, man. Some of them out of the airport ain't so bad.
As long as I don't catch you doing $3 rides, we'll be all right. If not,
Okay,
I'm
all
gonna
right.
send Homer to come get you.
Yeah. Okay. Melvin, how's it going for you down there in San Antonio, man? We're getting ready to come see you guys in a month. I'm gonna be down there in a month.
Oh, we're ready, man. We're ready. I know we're gonna go ahead and make sure that we throw the house down over there at Eddie's for sure.
Well, I don't know, man. Eddie, I was watching Eddie's video the other day. He said there's a lot of cops in his neighborhood now and yellow tape and bodies floating in the river. So I'm bringing 2, not just 1.
That's
I'm
okay.
going to pistol
Yeah,
Pete it. Pop, 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 pop.
it's Texas.
But I got to
You'll be
consult.
fine.
Huh? Yeah, I got to consult with Omar first because he knows all the gun rules with. Or shit, I wasn't supposed to say that word. He knows all the water apparatuses. Those water cannons. So I got to check with the cross county line stuff. Josh says Vinny's going to edit out the part where he takes the $3 ride.
You know what?
Oh, I tell you what, since I started learning this CapCut, man, this CapCut for editing is, I don't give a darn what anybody says. This CapCut is a wonderful thing. Dirty South, my man Dirty South, he's down here with us, Omar. He says, hey, Vinny, today when I picked up my Altima SE and Avis said the car could do comfort, I called Uber and they told me today that they were taking all cars off comfort. Only SUV will be able to do comfort.
I don't even think the Ultima can do comfort. Like they pull that stuff on people. I forget who was it. We know somebody that happened to, that rented a vehicle, and they said, "Oh yeah, it does comfort," and then they got the.
Yeah, they got the. But this is interesting. Listen to what he's saying now. He's saying that he was told that Uber told him that they were taking all cars off of comfort, with only SUVs being able to do comfort. Now I don't know how true that is, but
yeah, we gotta wait for Uber to make it official.
Yeah, we gotta see that one. Dirty. I'm not doubting what you said.
Yeah,
but that would be awfully nuts if that's what Uber did.
I mean, here's the thing. Could we put it past them? No.
It would reek of ultimate desperation.
Yeah.
It would reek of the ultimate desperation.
Look at the list right now.
I highly doubt it, though. I mean, they probably one of those representatives misinformation for sure.
That's also a possibility. They're not the most intelligent human beings.
They were talking to the chicken in the backyard instead of the agent.
Oh my god! What the fuck? Tony,
you're gonna tell
you
me
are
that,
raw tonight, Tony.
Yeah. You're gonna tell me that like a Model X
I'm looking at
doesn't qualify for comfort? Come on, man.
I'm looking right now at the list. Altima 2008 Uber X. That's it. So there is no comfort for Altima. So I don't. Was it that you thought you were picking up a comfort vehicle and they gave you an Altima instead? I don't. Maybe a little clarification on that.
Here, let's read it again. Hey, Vinny, today
it's the Maxima.
When I picked up my Altima SE and Avis said the car could do comfort, I called Uber. They told me today that they're taking all cars off comfort. Only SUV will be able to do comfort. I guess it's something we're going to have to wait and see what happens. I mean, if it's that would reek of some.
You know what I've been noticing with Comfort and XL is that if you want to do short trips, Comfort pays better. If you want to do mid to even long range trips on XL seem to be haircut a little bit less. So like a comfort ride to the airport is about $36 from where I work, and then on XL it's like 52.
Oof.
But short
not a-
trip it's like $5.60 for the XL, where it's like $8 for the comfort.
For the comfort.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so
Wow.
it's
Wow.
I don't know, it's something that I've noticed.
So
Wow.
FYI, I'm looking here. The Toyota Camry, the 2020 Toyota Camry qualifies for comfort, right? So there are some vehicles here. Camry Hybrid qualifies for comfort. There are vehicles that are cars that are still on the list here, but there's not a lot of Nissans. There are not a lot of Nissans that qualify for comfort. FYI. So again, I'm really I don't
Well,
know.
so let's think about this for a
There
second.
might have been a
All right?
lost in translation moment, maybe. I don't know.
Well, there's maybe not. Who knows? We do know normally they do all their car list shenanigans in April, right? Their car list shenanigans are always in April,
Mm-hmm.
but their app shenanigans is usually around July, August. So there's that. There could be that. We're gonna have to wait and see. Everybody already knows the and I'm sure Raymond, que pasó, bro? Right? You know what? This guy's disappeared, Omar. What'd you say to Raymond, bro?
I
What'd you
I
do to
don't know.
Raymond, bro?
I don't know. He got happy feet,
What?
I guess.
He dipped for sure, man. I don't know, Raymond. I don't know where the hell you went, bro. You just disappeared on us. You like bailed on us, bro. I didn't like that. Everybody saw the new thing going down with Uber, right? Let me pull it up. Yeah, I want to show this. If you didn't see it, this is the new thing that came out yesterday. Most people should have gotten it yesterday, I would think. Acceptance and cancellation rate look back periods changing on July 8th. Hi, Vincent. On 7/8, we are updating how we calculate your acceptance and cancellation rate in your city. Your acceptance and cancellation rate look back period will update from your last 200 trip requests to your last 100 trip requests over the previous 3 years. I don't know why it's got to be 3 fucking years, but your acceptance and cancellation rate will be updated more frequently and will reflect more recent trip requests than before. So in other words, instead of having 200 trips for your acceptance and your cancellation rate, now it's only going to be 100 trips. They're going backwards. Remember, Lyft used to be this way, based on 100 rides. Now Uber's going based on 100 rides. This is what Pascal and I got. Dolphin BTC and I got into this discussion. I think it's a bad move. He thinks it's a good move. I think there's merits on both ends of it. If you're an Uber Pro points person, you go for gold, platinum, diamond, you're going to have less chances to decline because your acceptance rate now, instead of being able to miss 30 requests, you're only going to be able to miss 15. So that was
Sounds like a good deal for me, because this end of the quarter I want to knock out to get the diamond status and get my 300. That means I only have to work with 100 instead of 200 trips. I'll do it.
Well, that was what Pascal was saying. Was like now, right now, instead of having to sweat, like you just said, the 200 trips, now you only got to sweat 100. So that just happened, and I guess it only really matters if you're shooting for the platinum and gold and all of that kind of thing.
Right.
So
I mean, I don't normally do anything with Uber Pro, but I'm gonna just knock out 100 trips for $300 plus whatever I make on those 100 trips. I mean, that's doable.
Yeah. A lot easier.
Well, yeah, then you only got to take, I agree with you only got to deal with the 100 rides. But once you hit that status, right, if you're trying to maintain like on charging, right? So from what I understand, I get up into that diamond or platinum, whatever that third level is, right, which is achievable. Whatever that third level is, I'm getting, 10, 12% back on all my charging. Now, granted, it doesn't seem like a lot. So if I'm spending on average $18 to charge the car, I'm gonna get $1.80 back. So
Right. Well,
but
I don't know what it is in every market, but in my market, when I hit that and then got ripped off for being able to get the bonus because they took it away. You know what? I dropped down to like 60%, I think, on acceptance rate, and went up to like 10% on cancel rate before they took away the reward system.
right.
So you do get what you get there, and then you have some flexibility to maintain it before they take it.
Is that only through EVgo or does it work also on the Tesla supercharger?
I don't think it works on Tesla supercharger.
What's that? The cashback?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, cashback works on everything.
Oh,
If you charge your
I mean,
vehicle, I
don't
can tell you.
pay for mine's third party pay. I pay through Test Driver.
Okay, but no, when I have the Uber Pro card, and all right, I'm about to scare y'all because I think Miami Tesla is here. If you guys don't know who Miami Tesla is, I'll introduce him in a second. He's the newest Tesla driver in the group, so we're gonna bring him on here in a minute. I believe he was driving a Jetta, wasn't he? Wasn't he driving a Jetta there, Omar?
And he was forgetting about the two pedals, the brake pedal and the gas pedal. Almost had a grandma moment and drove right into like Publix.
All right.
Oh yeah. I'll bring him on in a second. I want to let him sit there and marinate on that for a minute. Almost driving into the grocery store because he forgot to hit the damn brake. I know the feeling though. I know the feeling. The Uber Pro card. No, I use it all the time. It works at superchargers. It works at third-party chargers. Right now, I'm getting like 4% back on all my charging, so it does work. All right. So everybody, this is Nick Williams. He's the newest Tesla driver in our group. Mr. Miami Tesla, how you doing, Mr. Miami Tesla? You want to introduce yourself to everybody?
What's up, everybody?
Hey.
What?
I'm
Why
gonna give him the spotlight.
Why does Nick look like he's calling us from like the Miami-Dade Correctional Facility?
He does, right? Looking like a sexy chocolate Rick Ross over there, man. What the hell's going on, bro?
What's going on here?
I mean, I just got out of a ride, so I was rushing trying to get home.
Hey, bro, don't ever claim to be a Russian. Always be American. Trust me on that. You don't want to be Russian. Be American.
Hey.
You want to be an American. You want to be an American Tesla driver in the most American-made car on the market. People still mess with me about that.
I'm trying to reach out and like touch the back wall there. Gee whiz. We gotta break you out.
Well, that's what it felt like being in that Jetta. I'm just saying.
Oh my God! Come on! Oh my God! Here we go.
I accept the charges on the collect call. That's fine.
Young people today might not know what that means, but we know what that means.
Right?
We got a special shout out from Obsidian Vinny. Welcome new Tesla driver. So tell us, Nick, how's your experience been so far in a Tesla? Are you finding it difficult to drive?
It is amazing. Can I just say it's amazing? I'm so happy that I'm back. So happy because the Tesla has little, and I know everybody always says we make this show about Tesla, but until you've driven one, you don't understand. Because like I had a Jetta, it was okay, it's fairly good gas mileage. I think it's like the top 5 outside of a hybrid in terms of gas mileage for cars. And yeah, it's a quote unquote luxury vehicle, and it sucked compared to a Tesla. So, yeah, the stories are true. when I first got on, I had to actually remember how to press the brake because you
It's
don't
true.
do that with a Tesla.
It's true. Tony,
Like
Tony, when's the last time you drove a regular gas engine car?
Oh, well, I have a Tesla charging right now, and I'm doing some food delivery in a Prius right now. So right now,
Ooh.
Mm.
Okay, he's running in a Prius.
That's why the camera's off.
Okay.
well, I don't have the stuff set up in here. It's in the Tesla, so I'm on a phone right now instead of the laptop.
Okay. All right. Very good. Very good. What up, Silver Fox? Let's see. Silver Fox is becoming a fan favorite. Somebody want to send Silver Fox the link? Send him the link, bro. See if he wants to come on tonight. He's been around here long enough. If I made him, let me see something. Yeah, Silver Fox. I don't know if Silver Fox knows.
That's right, Derek. Mr. DSN, aka Derek, is saying Prius fan. He's my
Silver
Colorado
Fox-
guy.
Oh, is he? Okay. Well, you know what? I'm gonna make him a moderator too. I just made him a moderator.
Yeah.
Oh, you make people moderators now? Can I be a moderator?
Well, yeah. No, I thought you were a moderator on my channel. In my comments, yeah. Nick's one. I mean, Melvin's one. Silver Fox is one. Yeah, I got a couple
Well, I'll
guys
tell
who are
you-
moderators.
I've had to learn how to use a brake with the Tesla, and the 2018 Model X doesn't have all of the updated technology. So that was an
Okay.
adjustment for me.
Yeah.
It does have one pedal, but it's not as strong. So I definitely use the brakes a lot more in there. And then the biggest thing is like my Prius does not tell me when the light turns green. So sometimes I'm getting honked at. I'm getting honked at.
And it's like, my bad. Okay, I'll go.
You can't even
But-
get mad when somebody.
I'll tell you what, right now, for the 2 hours I've been in the Prius right now doing some food delivery, I'm at $92.
Okay.
Golly.
So are you saying the car is the reason why you're making more money with food delivery?
Well, I did all the earlier stuff in the Tesla, and it ran out of battery, and it takes forever to charge a Model X. So I'm using the car I got for my daughter to be able to learn how to drive and then be able to drive to a job and stuff right now. So she doesn't have her license yet, so I'm using it while she's not being trained by me to drive.
Silver Fox, look at you luxury guys. Look at you, guy, luxury. I don't have to use the brakes. Well, from what I understand, I don't think Omar's using brakes tonight either. Omar, are you using
Omar's
brakes
not using
tonight?
brakes? What?
Oh, my brakes work fine.
Oh, okay. So I was a joke. It was.
Everything's
think they
fine.
work-
I'm done.
Did you actually drive it though?
Yeah, I drove it. Yeah,
You drove it?
Yeah.
Uphill or down?
both.
Okay. Oh, there you go. There you
Got
go.
up to 45 miles an
Alright.
hour. Slam the brakes. Make sure get that heat cycle in. Good to go.
Okay. All right. Good job. Good job. Dual cameras. Okay.
Hey,
on the
you
Willy.
finally got
On
it.
the Willy Wonka.
Now, actually, the real challenge is taking all the footage I have and making something of it, because it's like, that's the mother. It's always
Yeah. Well, trust me when I tell you,
time
brother.
to do this, to do that, to put it
Download
out. 'Cause I know
CapCut.
people are. I have it. I did. I've been looking at it.
Yeah.
And I know people
It's
are going to
good.
appreciate it, because I took an extra step that a lot of people don't when doing the rear brakes on these trucks. And so I have a feeling people will appreciate that, seeing how it's done. But again, talk is talk. I gotta edit the damn thing and put it out there.
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
Hey, Vinny, I'll tell you one thing. This Prius is making me rethink some of my Tesla strategies.
In what respects?
Well, remember a while back I talked about the self-employed tax credit.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I should be getting around 14K in the next maybe week and a half.
Okay.
And all right, DoorDash, let's go.
DoorDash.
And so between now and maybe like 2 months, I can save what I'm spending on test driver and just
Okay.
buy one cash.
Okay.
Hey,
Okay. That would be
Rolling around in
smart
a
move.
$3,800 Prius. You know, like I always give the tip out, pay cash for a cash car as low as you can go without it falling apart on you.
Tony,
So
Right.
the reason you have 7 kids is because you give the tip out, man. I'm just saying. Bro. I'm just saying.
Ooh.
Giving the tips daily.
I'm not even.
Shut up. Knock it
damn.
off the park.
I mean, that just. I'm. So anyway, tip of the night, y'all. No joke. No pun intended. So what you're saying? So what you'll be able to go out and buy your own Tesla? Is what you're saying?
Right. Well, basically, I got the quote on my insurance, which I could cover it, but I'm like doing the math in my head. Like, all right, I can drive this car for a few months, pay for a cash car, and only have basically insurance and a little bit of charging cost, and versus a giant payment every week.
Yeah, well, it'd be a lot cheaper. Absolutely, it'd be a lot cheaper. Owning your own is absolutely a lot cheaper as long as you can get the interest
Well,
rate.
I'm going to. I gotta find a vehicle, a Y or an S or an X that's 25K or lower that still has the used EV credit on it available, and so I can
Yeah,
knock down
good luck
4,000
with
off
that.
of it. Now I've seen a
Okay.
few here in Denver. Just a matter of if when I have the money, I can find it then.
A
And what
Y
type
or
of
an
mileage
X?
though?
Like 60K.
40.
Oh wow.
That's not bad.
Yeah,
That's not bad.
mostly on the S's because they're older, so they got that old tech. Which I will use that to flip into a 2022 Model X or newer. So it's not just to end all on the first Tesla. It's flip that into the one I want.
SB Rides, Indian Giver. Not sure why that's there. Randy wants to know, Tony, how much did you pay for the Prius? What year and how many miles?
It's an 09. It's got 281,843 miles right now. It gets I'm at on this tank of gas. I haven't used a gallon yet. At 39 miles, I'm at 46.7 mpg, and it's a. Did I say it's a 09?
Yep, 09.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I got to get registered with Uber so I can throw some of that in the mix too. Some lowly Uber X. It's been a while, but
Derek says 09 fam. Check.
yeah, I'm gonna have to do a beat up with Derek.
I found a 2018 100D 60K, 60,000 miles for
Yeah.
25,000.
Yep. So that's what I'm looking for because, well, at least in 2 months from now when I have the cash.
Talib, what's up with them dudes at FLL Airport playing dominoes? They be looking mad.
All right. I'm away from the phone for a minute. I got to pick up this DoorDash.
All right, buddy. They're slamming them domino pieces down, bro. Welcome, bro. Welcome to Miami, man. You know, we play our dominoes. We play our dominoes, man. Don't tell me, I tell you, Susie, right now.
Listen, it's competitive. It's very competitive in that Domino's lot.
You don't want none of me at the Domino's, bro. I guess you're asking. I tell you, something, bro. I tell you, bro. You don't want. You don't want me at that table, bro.
I don't know if they started playing for money just yet, but yeah, they get.
Oh, it's coming. It's coming. It's coming. So anyway, Carrie, what's going on? I'll try to send you that link. Give me a few. So what else is going on? What the hell?
Vinny,
Oh,
what
Scott.
what were you guys talking about before? I missed it. What's the latest with Minnesota? I have no idea what's going on there.
Oh,
Seriously, I don't keep up with all this stuff because a part of me just doesn't care. I want to be done with this stuff. So what's going on?
Yeah.
Same here. Same here.
So, God, and y'all don't misquote me. I'm just kind of going by what I heard Sergio talking about last night.
Okay.
Right. They have agreed. They have agreed to I think it's $1.31 a mile and 31 cents a minute, or $1.21 a mile and 31 cents a minute is going to be their minimum rate. But here's a big ass but. But instead of it being on every single ride, it's only going to be active time with an actual passenger in the seat. Okay. And it's going to be every 2 weeks. They're going to take everything added up together, including surge. So if you get a surge ride, they're going to add it all up.
Fair
And after
supplement.
2 weeks, and then after that, then they're going to take your total miles, your total time, add up all this money together, and make sure, and whatever you didn't get paid at that $1.20 and 31 cents a minute, $1.20 a mile, whatever they did at that point, you're going to get a supplement. You're going to get, as Sergio called it, you're going to get topped off.
You said
So
what
in
was
other
it
words,
again? 20 to 30 per hour. What was it again?
It's $1.31, $1.21, I think, a mile, and 31 cents a minute.
No, but what's
But
the
it's
per
not
hour
a
that they're guaranteeing?
No, that's just it. There's no per hour guarantee. But it's going to work out to be about, after expenses, about $14 an hour.
Well, what are they saying?
What is he saying?
Congratulations, Minnesota.
Yeah, no, you said something. I missed it because someone's asking me and investing advice on our Discord. You said that they think they're gonna get a certain per hour, like 20 or 30. You said
No, they're not going to get guaranteed anything per hour. It's active hour. So for every active, let's put it this way, for every active ride they do, okay, active ride would be stage 3 when you got somebody in the car. That's your active hour, right? When you know how I say, hey man, on comfort I want to make 30 an active hour. So when I got an ass in seat, okay, they're going to take every 2 weeks. They're going to look at this for each driver, and they're going to add up their mileage and they're going to add up their time. Whatever they're short on that per minute per mile, Uber's going to make up for it. But whatever they're not short, they don't get nothing. But here's where I see the discrepancy. Well, go ahead, Omar.
well, that's what I'm asking. What are they gonna make up? What are they saying that you're
The
missing?
difference. It's a Prop 22 deal.
Well, what is the difference of what? That's what I'm saying. If you
So if all their rides added up,
are you short $20 an hour? Are you short $18 an hour? Like what is it?
It's kind of like the Lyft 70% thing. Whatever money you're supposed to make at that rate, if you didn't make that after your surges and everything for the week, then they'll top you off to make it to $1 whatever per mile and 31 cents per minute.
Oh,
If you exceed
Prop
that, then you don't
22.
get a top off.
that's
Exactly.
gonna be that's a disaster.
Yeah, and
No
it doesn't
shit.
include your commute miles in between trips.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be a disaster.
Ouch. Ouch.
Now think about this. Say you work 3 weeks. No, say you work 2 rides. On one ride, you got a $20 surge. But on the other ride, you're upfront. Oh, by the way, upfront pricing doesn't change. Every ride request that still goes to those guys is still going to be upfront pricing. So it doesn't apply until after the fact. So if you get a $20 surge on one ride, and the rest of your rides were way under, but that $20 surge puts you at that number, guess what? You're at that number.
Then
Holy
my
cow.
strategy, if I lived there, my strategy would be surge rides only, and I would try to figure out how to supplement the rest.
Yep. So there it is. I mean, that's the way I understood it. I could be wrong, but I thought I understood it pretty good when Sergio said that. Now, granted, I was half asleep and really didn't give a shit because, here's my take on this, and I'll leave it at this. When Uber and Lyft agree to some shit, they're getting away with some shit.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only way I could come up with it. Because they went from we're pulling out and we're leaving, right? And then the city council buckled and gave them a couple of more months. Uber knew they had them. Lyft knew they had them. And then they got this thing pushed back to December 1st. Right? Now it kicks in December 1st before whoever's elected in November takes office. Right? So there you go. I don't know, guys. Y'all keep out. Listen, I'm going to say this real quick. To all y'all out there watching who might watch this in the future. You guys keep trying to make yourselves make a certain amount of money. You want Uber to pay you a certain amount of money an hour. The more you do that, the more you're going to get Prop 22, the more you're going to get the results in Minnesota. Now, is it a pay raise for those guys in Minnesota? Probably. It probably is a pay raise. And if it is, that's awesome. But now you put yourself in a box. You put yourself in a box.
I mean, I agree with you, Vinny, but it's only a pay raise for like the super ants, like the people that do $3 rides for a half hour. That's the only people it's a pay raise for. Anybody else, and you're gonna be sitting there thinking, like you're gonna have one math, and they're gonna have a different math, and it's not gonna math. And then, like you said, you're in a box. You're in
a box.
You got what you're supposed to
You
get.
got what you wanted.
What do you mean I got what I was? I thought I was supposed to. No. Look. Yep.
Exactly. SB rides. Exactly.
It's gonna be a disaster.
It is a pay ceiling.
Right. This is why I'm opposed to minimum wage laws, because minimum wages create that. They don't create a floor. They create how far up
ceilings.
Yeah.
They create ceilings.
They lock you in a box. It's like, okay, this is all we have to do for you. Forget about trying to move up in the world.
That's it.
I mean, I like okay. I don't know. I might be going off the cuff here. And please, anybody in the comments, correct me. I want you to correct me.
They're all yelling at you already.
How many occupations are out there anymore where you do it the old-fashioned way, where you start at the bottom and work your way to the top?
We started at the top, now they got us at the fucking bottom. That's what's going on.
It's like now it's just like, hey, this is what we're offering, and that's it. And then you're there and you're stuck in a box, like Vinny said, and how do you move up? And then when you move up, is it really worth moving up?
Yeah.
Why are so many people doing gig work versus staying at a job and trying to move up in that job?
You know what it is? They're treating us like waiters, then we have to get our tips. That's what's really going on.
Ooh,
because the only way you can make money off regular rides is tips. And I be pulling them out sometimes. I take like a $3 ride, might turn into a $15 ride. You know what I'm saying? But
as long as those tips don't turn into 7 kids, we good.
But $3 rides suck, bro. I know $3 rides do suck, but you got to take them.
So it's going to be interesting to see how this all plays out. We'll know in a couple of years.
Yeah.
I mean, you're going to know in a year. Is that Kyle?
Holy crap! Yeah. That's why I'm like, well, who's that person?
Is that Kyle?
Holy crap! He's not eating.
Is that Mr. Gig with it?
I had to finish the dinner early so I could get on here because
oh my God, we got Mr. Gig with it himself. Oh my God.
Yeah,
anyway,
we're in trouble. Something happened. We're in trouble.
Yeah. Well, you know what? This is in honor of you being here, and it's been so long since you've been here, right? You got to go into timeout for a few minutes. We'll be back with you in a few minutes. All right. We'll bring you back in a few minutes, buddy. We gotta honor your presence by putting you in timeout. He's not laughing. He didn't get it. He's not getting the joke. He didn't get the joke. He didn't get the damn joke. Anyway, like I said, that's how I look at it. Now, like I could be wrong with Minnesota, but that's how I look at it. I did though. I did figure out and we can talk about this off camera, but I did figure out leverage. Remember how we're always talking about leverage? I mentioned this to Nick earlier today on the radio. And if you think about it, that's where your leverage comes from. So I think Uber told on themselves. And there was a scene in Super Pumped about the story of Uber and Travis Kalanick, and I think they told on themselves. But we'll talk about that later. I don't want to talk about that now. Anyway,
So when is this going to affect in Minnesota?
December 1st.
First.
Right before all the new governorships and everybody take
Right.
supposedly they signed this into law today. I think it was today it got signed in.
So hold on, I'm a little late on it. What's going on though? Like Minnesota passed a law like to raise wages for drivers.
Nah.
Depends on how you look at it.
They what they did was they kicked the can. That's what they did.
Yeah, to
Exactly
me,
what they did.
Well,
to
we all
me,
figure
I
it.
look at that is pretty much like another way for Uber and Lyft to do fudge math, right?
Right.
It's like no driver is going to go and figure out like how many active miles and minutes they spent in a whole week, and then compare that with Uber or Lyft says you did, and the fact that they're throwing in the whole the surge, bonuses,
Yep.
all that. Like I think like at the minimum, maybe maximum, maybe they make 5-10%. Maybe.
Well, look what
Right?
Yeah.
what happened to me the other day though. I went out of Orlando into Ocala, and all of a sudden when I got to Ocala, Uber Comfort Electric disappeared, Uber Comfort disappeared, and all they had was Uber X and Uber Pet.
Right.
That's all they had in Ocala.
Right. That's
But
what
it
happened,
paid me like $220 a mile. I took somebody to Fruitland Park, paid me like $65 for like an hour ride. That's a lot for an hour ride these days. $65 for an hour ride is a lot these days.
Yeah.
Well, that's
So-
what happens down here. If you jump from the Miami market, which is a pretty broad market, if you jump down onto Key Largo, all of a sudden upfront pricing goes away. There's only Uber X and I think Uber XL, right? I believe that's all it is down there. It's Uber X, Uber XL. But you get paid because Uber X down there pays what Uber XL pays up here. Not that Uber XL is up here doing anything better anymore. But the point is you get paid better in some of these markets. Now, conversely, and Nick can attest to this, you go across to the West Coast, you go over to Naples, right? All of a sudden, it's Uber X, Uber Comfort, Nick, and Uber Premier, right?
Yep. No more
It's
Comfort.
X Comfort and Premier, but the rates, you still get upfront pricing, and the rates are they're the same as they are here.
I will say this. I think that sometimes if you're close, you'll get the next market. Because I was in Martin County when I got a Premier ping going to Miami out of West Palm Beach County. West Palm Beach would still count as the Miami market. So I'm not sure if Martin County has Premier or not. But I was on the highway and I got that ping and it surprised me. So
Well, let's see.
to what his point was, when you go from one county to the next county, that's a different market. Or a different,
Well, I think we're covered.
I had a curry delivery going out to this area called Thousand Oaks. And basically, I don't know how they do it, but in Thousand Oaks, they're still blinded. So basically, you still, remember like a couple of years ago, like you get a trip, it says 2 minutes away. And then you go there and you have no idea where you're going. And they still
Honestly,
have that.
I'd prefer that because you get paid better.
I'm just saying, it's just so weird because like I didn't want to keep going to like Santa Barbara, but luckily I went back towards Calabasas and towards LA. But I just like, man, I can't believe they still have that, like basically right next to LA, county.
So hold up, they could do that. They could not show because that happened to me the other day. I want to take it like
Yeah, like
connect.
certain areas they still have, the 5 out of 10. I assume it's 5 out of 10, but
right.
like it's just so weird. Like you get there and you get a ride and it's 2 minutes away and that's all you get. You have
there's
no
some
idea.
cities in Colorado that don't have upfront details for Uber, but Lyft has it, I think, in the whole state. But
yeah, so how's that work? Like this like city, protests or what? Like why is certain city not have upfront?
It's not. It's
I
not
don't know.
busy enough.
I
It's not
think
busy enough.
I
It's
think
not busy
that
enough to
if they
focus.
turned it off in some of the cities, that they would lose too many drivers. Maybe, I don't know.
Oh, maybe drivers won't accept their trips because their trips are crap.
Right.
Well,
They know upfront fares is crap, and those cities, they're basically not getting out of that city to drive the people, so
Yeah.
they don't really need upfront details. They just need to know if they're taking a trip that's 2 minutes away versus 8 minutes away. Like
No, it's
keep it 5 and under.
I don't know. I think it's more like they know if they showed up front, nobody in their right mind would take it. So it's more
yeah,
like
Yeah.
out
Well,
in the sticks.
you're
Out in the
back
sticks,
on the
yeah.
rate card. You're back on the rate
Yeah.
card if you look at your pay on any of the trips you do without the upfront on Uber. You're back on the rate card, which if you're
Yep.
doing longer trips, you get paid better.
Yeah, because he's right. Because when I took that Ocala trip, I didn't know what I was getting paid.
yeah.
They never told me. It was a 1 minute away.
Yeah. And,
That was weird. It was weird.
There are ways around that, but we're not going to get into that. But this thing that Bear Claus is saying actually got me thinking. And this is exactly what I said. It's going to benefit the ants. But here's the thing: if you know like what the cap is, like whatever they're doing, why would you go above that? Think about it. Can you even get above that cap? Like if the cap is 120 per mile and 30 cents per minute, can you actually make more than that?
But Omar, you're never gonna like be able to calculate that real time.
That's true too. That's true too. And then what are they basing it off of? Because if you say I have all the documentation and all the data and I'm recording it on my end and there's a discrepancy, they're gonna say, oh well, no. On our end, this is what we have, and it's like, and let's say you have let's say you have like you go through a dead zone with your cell service and it doesn't count that amount of time that you were, you know what I'm saying? Like all kinds of stupid shit. There you go. It's called technical difficulty. There you go. Yeah.
Look, it all goes back to what Vinny said in his vlog. What Vinny said in his vlog this week. You have to keep driving, bro. You just have to keep driving.
They just legalize fraud. They literally just legalize Uber to commit fraud.
Yeah. So that trip that I was blinded in LA, they pay me 80 cents a mile and 11 cents a minute. That's the rate card. So definitely less than what Minnesota gets.
That's terrible.
Jesus.
Yeah, but if you were able to get surge, you're not getting you're not supplementing your own trips with surge. With the surge you
that's what
got.
I'm saying. Like I said, like you needed like a math degree to calculate all that real time to figure out you're not getting screwed, and I'm gonna bet that you are.
I'm sure Gary can have a Minnesota version of Maximo to help keep track of it for you.
Yeah. I just hope everybody's we all making money. That's all I care about. Everybody make that money. Keep driving.
I would say I hope everyone's being profitable. Making money is one thing, but you got to be profitable. If it costs you $10 and you're
bro,
you know what? The Tesla, bro, it gets it done. I don't know. I'm happy, bro. I can't be too mad, bro, because at least, bro, I saw a video of some guy crying in a gas station after he gave his last pennies to some guy that was trying to kind of do like an experiment on him. And the guy was mad because he was a construction worker that did remodeling. He couldn't get no work. So at the end of the day, man, you just gotta be blessed that we can go out there and at least put our grind on. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I look at it. I'm very with the spiritual shit, we at least get to go up and control. Sometimes it might be some days where we're gonna work way harder than the next person because fuck it, we gotta do it. But if you gotta take that ride, then take the ride. We gotta, you know what I'm saying? Because some people don't have the opportunity to make no money at all right now, and they want to work.
For sure. I mean, I think Carrie's right. You could complain all you want, but if it's not going to really change anything, then what's the point, right? If you got to do what's got to do, for your personal financial situation, and obviously I feel bad because a lot of drivers, used to, make a lot better money than now, so it's easy to complain.
And not to cut you off, because look, this week I got screwed over by Rody. I drove 30 minutes to a Claremont for a $70 order. And when I got there, they canceled it. Walmart canceled it. And they paid me a $4 cancellation fee after I drove all that shit.
No way.
Yeah. I recorded and everything, bro. I'm gonna put it in my vlog. They tried me. I even called my wife. She's like, "Oh fuck, they fucked you up." No cap. I swear, I got there. I recorded the whole shit.
From Orlando to Claremont, and they only gave you a $4 cancellation fee.
$4 cancellation fee. And they're like, "Sorry, that's on the store." I called customer service. I got the screenshots. I did everything, bro, because I knew they were gonna do some disrespectful shit.
Well, you know what? Let me tell you, guys on the radio. I don't know if you guys heard me or not, but I'm gonna give a big shout out to Uber right now on this one. You ain't gonna like it, Carrie, but I'm gonna give you a shout out to Uber on this one, bro.
Go ahead.
So I'm up north in Delray. I'm at Miami Tesla. By the way, in Delray, there's 2 superchargers up there. If you're ever up there, these will be the best superchargers you'll ever go to. Okay, just letting you know. Anyway, right? While I'm up there, I get a request. A $9. It was just under $9, right? It's a request. Damn it, I'll deal with that in a second, Nick.
Copy that.
So I get a request, $9 comfort ride. I'm like, you know what? I got to be somewhere in an hour, but I go take this ride. I got time. I get there. It's 5 kids show up at the car. 5. The oldest one was 16. He claimed to be 16. I think he was like 14. So I looked at him. I said, well, where are your parents? I got it all on dash cam, y'all. I keep everything on dash cam, y'all. And he says to me, oh no, I'm 16. I mean, nobody ever, what did he use? Not the word harass. Nobody ever hassles me about it. And I said, where are your parents? Well, that ain't none of your concern. Oh, okay. Well, no, you got to be 18 to drive, blah, blah, blah. And it's only 4 people, not 5. He said, well, I ordered an XL. I said, well, you got a comfort and we ain't doing the ride. That's it. So now, but here's the problem. I'm in front of this kid's house. Y'all know how these kids are. And I was up in a really, really like rich area. So you know how these kids are. I'm like, I'm not going to be able to sit in front of this fucking house and wait for a cancellation fee. Goddamn cops going to be all on my ass talking about Vinny did this, Vinny did that. Right? So I canceled the ride, hit unaccompanied minor. Right? I hit unaccompanied minor. And then I'm like, all right, let me send a chat. I send a chat. I record the chat. The guy hung up on me. Okay? The chat representative hung up on me.
Yeah, good
right?
Uber support.
So I had already said, well, I said it on the radio. I said, well, this is going to be a mute point. I recorded it, right? Bro, do you know before we went on tonight, I get an email from Uber. Thank you for reporting the unaccompanied minor. We appreciate it. According to our terms of service, no minor under 18 years of old can ride in a vehicle without an adult. Here's $6.50 as a cancellation fee.
What?
So
$6.50,
bro. $6.50. The ride was only paying me like $9. The point is
Why are you taking a $9 ride? That's the point.
Hey, you gotta take that 9 though, oh.
That's what I'm
saying.
You lost $3, Vinny.
The point is the guy didn't report you. That's the point.
Well, because I jumped to him before he jumped to me. I ain't stupid. Mama didn't raise no idiot. I knew to jump it off first. And by the way, I don't know if Omar realizes that he just got put in timeout for a minute. So
hey, Vinny, we talk about cancellation fees. So last week I got a deliver that I picked it up. There's an hour and 12 minutes till the pickup time. 15 minutes later, order canceled. I get a text message from Deliver That says that was within the 1 hour time frame, so you will be paid the full pay.
Ooh,
nice.
I'll take that.
I mean, I've only out of 99 orders, that's only happened once, but
yeah,
at least like let's say you drove to like you did driving to the roadie, like if you get within 1 hour, then they cancel. With Deliver That, at least you get the full pay.
Yeah, you get the full thing. That's a good thing, bro. And honestly, you know what it is, bro? It comes down to, bro, Vinny, you say this all the time, bro. This is a fucking hustle, bro. This is what it is. We're hustling. This gets paying a little bit more. The Comfort came over here a little bit more on Lyft. Oh, let me go over here. I got a black. You gotta kind of just hustle, bro. All the apps, they're hustling us.
Well,
We gotta hustle back. Hustle
yeah.
back.
I mean, well, so and somebody's asking in the chat about Uber Jeep and Jeff was what he's doing. I got to be honest. I don't know what Jeff's doing. I know he bought a truck, right? I know he's doing this thing out there. I know he's doing some work with a company called Hum. So whatever he's doing, if it's working for him, awesome, great, make your money, do what you got to do. I don't know about converting rides from left to right, right to left. To me, at least around me, that's Fight Club stuff. You can contact 1-800 Fight Club, and they'll help you with all of that. And the only reason I shy away from that, and the guys that are members of Fight Club understand why I shy away from that. By the way, we're the ones who coined it, Fight Club. I just want to put that out there. The reason why I shy away from that is because I don't want nobody coming back on this channel or any of the panel or any of the panel and saying, "Oh, those guys did it and they got away with it, but you busted me." You understand? It's like being a trading channel. It's not financial advice, but if your ass is tuning in, you're looking for advice. So that's why I don't get involved in that.
Exactly. Hey, to Josh, Rideshare Lisa was on delivered for that, according to your text, and I was talking about delivered that.
Okay. All right.
So anyway, Vinny, like I got like a half hour, so I wanted to jump on mainly because I think you haven't been pushing the whole Austin rally enough. We need more bodies.
We need more bodies.
Yeah, man, more the merrier is what they say, right?
Well, you know what? While I'm thinking about it, I'm going to do it right now. Go ahead. You can go ahead and push the bodies. But you got to be careful when you say bodies in Austin, Texas right now, because they're showing up in the lake.
Oh shit!
We got all kinds of stuff going on here. We're giving the tips,
wild,
and then there's bodies. Man, this show is wild, bro.
So yeah. I am now in the Discord creating a new channel. All right, I'm going to call it the Rideshare Garage Rally, if I can spell right.
So what's going on at the rally, though?
Yeah. So, Kerry, where are you located?
I'm in the Orlando area.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So you guys could carpool with Vinny.
What? No. Yeah. No.
Carpool. Hold up. He got a Model Y. He don't got an X.
It wouldn't matter. Ain't nobody riding with me, bro. No homo, but ain't nobody riding with me.
No, it's not. It's no Diddy now.
No, I don't mess with Diddy, bro. Diddy ain't in jail. He got something on everybody except me. He ain't got shit on me, though. I tell you that. They should have checked the house next door. 100,000K driver. You can sleep with Vinny too. That ain't happening.
Do you see my screen now?
No. There it is. Okay, let's pull it up. There it is.
So this is the current up to date as of like a few days ago. We're going to be adding Silver Fox. I think is in here. And basically, this is going to be going on a T-shirt sponsored by Gig With It. And so everybody's going to get one, maybe two, black and white. But basically, the whole idea was, obviously because you guys follow Rideshare Garage and you guys are a big fan of Vinny and Eddie, and I don't know where Eddie is, but
he's doing his OnlyFans.
Yeah, he's probably on OnlyFans, so maybe we could see him record something, when we're there.
I didn't even bring him up this time.
Oh, Eddie just said he's going. Thanks, Eddie.
I don't get why Nick is holding tools. I thought you guys said that the Teslas were maintenance free.
Oh, actually, that's being edited as we speak.
Okay.
So yeah, so there's some edit. This is not the final version, but I wanted to throw up something just so I could add people as they commit to coming. And this is why I wanted to get on. It says if you guys can't make it, you carpool or drive.
Awesome.
I don't know why Omar's not going, but I'd like to see as many bodies as possible, and we could hang out and try to make a big event out of it.
I
And,
think that's gonna be the goal, man. That's the goal.
Yo, the shirt is super dope. I love
yeah,
it.
and like Eddie, he's already scoping out, and I'm scoping out like different activities we could do as a group, including like maybe escape rooms and some landmarks. Maybe I guess we got to do the Tesla tour if we can, or at least go near it.
Bro, I think that was an awesome idea. I want to see if they can. Where Melvin? Where is that
talk to
Tesla
me.
Gigafactory? Where's that Tesla Gigafactory at?
Bastrop is near Austin. It's not that far from Eddie. Probably like 30 minutes.
Isn't it in like Round Rock or something?
Do they?
It's like 30, 40 minutes.
Do they
should
do
do it.
tours?
Huh?
Do they do tours?
I'm pretty sure. I mean, we I guess
Oh,
let me make
Kyle's-
find out.
Yeah,
It's
well,
on now, Kyle.
Eddie's the closest, so he needs to do some intel because from what I could see, it doesn't look like there's like actually a place you could get it. But I heard like if you own Tesla or something like that, maybe you could contact them to get a tour or something like that. And then like I saw some like this is a few years back where like somebody was like selling their tour for like $500. I'm like, we're not doing that. So
$500 is a little bit, yeah.
yeah. So but like I said, that's like one of the things that we're trying to plan out, and obviously we got a month.
All right.
But like I said, we want to kind of start firming out some plans and firming out some head count, because like if we were to do something like that, we would definitely need to know how many people we need to get, reserve tickets and stuff like that.
All right.
And then
so here
that
it already says they do the Tesla Gigafactory. Visitors can expect a guided tour that showcases the innovative technologies and processes employed at the facility. So
Yeah.
I will.
So I thought, being a big Tesla fan.
Mm-hmm.
I think somebody get quick. Kyle froze. Kyle froze. Who got the picture?
Oh shoot! But yeah, we definitely need to find out about that for sure.
Silver Fox says, "Should I bring guns?" No, you don't need guns.
Hey, Vinny, do you got a slot
We
for
said
Sergio?
bodies.
Do I have a slot for who?
Sergio?
Oh, look at Eddie.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, is he? Sergio, you around?
Yeah, earlier he said send him a link if you can.
Yeah, so he's the host unofficially, and then obviously we're coming from Cali, which coincidentally is exactly halfway from me and also from Vinny. So he and we have like exact same amount of distance to travel. But obviously, I think there's a lot more drivers are in like Austin and Texas, San Antonio, Melvin.
Yep.
Is it Melvin?
Yeah, I'm in San Antonio.
Yeah, so like obviously it's going to be much easier drive for you guys, but the plan is that we're going to spend those 3 days together. And so if you can definitely reach out to me either, I guess email would be best, my website. But what I'm looking for right now, just for the t-shirt part, is I need to know, one, you're coming. Then if you are, I need your headshot. And if you have a headshot, then I need to know what car you will be coming in, unless you're going to like carpool with somebody else, then I will put you in that car with that person. And then your shirt size, so that I know how many shirts I need to get for the all the people coming. So
What are you gonna need? Also, like a picture of the car or what?
No, just like what car it is, like 2003. I think Silver Fox said he has a Prius or something like that, so I will put a Prius.
Yeah, you don't have to put my white Tesla there. You have to put white Tesla with neon rims.
Who is that?
I got neon. No, it's Kerry, man. I got neon rims on my white Tesla.
Well, yeah, but are you coming or not? This first time I heard you were coming.
I don't know.
Well, like I said, I'm not putting you up here unless you commit. Like
we zoom. I'm in, and
I think I look real cool right in front of that.
It's a 2023 Model 3. Great.
I'm sorry, I don't know who's talking there.
That's Melvin.
It's Melvin.
Okay. So Melvin,
Great.
Okay, so Melvin, you don't have a goatee anymore, right?
Yeah, I mean, due
You're
to my
behind
dad.
Steven, I think, right?
Huh?
You're behind Steven in my picture.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I think that's the black. You have a black or white?
Why
No,
you
mine's
got to put the
great.
why you got to put the white guy behind the black guy, bro? What the hell?
Well, I'm gonna flip it. Don't worry, Vinny.
God damn.
Why
So what,
everything
you
has
need
to
me
be
to send
racist?
another picture?
Where's Steven, by the way?
And
Where's the black guy?
then you made Nick a mechanic. I still can't get over that.
No. I told you that one's being fixed. I mean, I think the idea is, I mean, there are a lot of details going on here that you guys don't appreciate.
Y'all crazy as hell.
But the reason behind it was like, you know what? I need to make
Bro,
a
that
sign, like a
Hey,
road
but
sign,
hey, you
right?
got Nick's beard right though. It looks good.
So
Got that
the
shit right.
idea was like it's a road rally, right? So like things
Yes.
could go wrong, right? So
Right.
we need to have some tire fixes, some car fixes. So kind
I
of
think
look,
it's
Yeah,
neat.
Yeah, but
that
you
was kind of
made
the
Nick the
idea behind
mechanic.
that. It didn't really matter who the person was. It just happened that Nick was the one when we decided to make it. But like I said, I just want to nail down the cars at least, so that if you're coming, I want to make sure that I got your car right.
But these are Teslas. We don't have a lot of maintenance. I mean, just saying.
Well, that's why I'm gonna have Nick change it to tires. He's gonna be replacing it flat.
No. You gotta have Nick. You gotta have Nick with it's a Jetta, bro. It's a Jetta.
Huh? Nick
Nick
you
has
drive
a
Jetta?
white. He's got a white Jetta, man.
Are you serious, Nick?
No.
Nick, you serious? Come on. I need to make sure I tell my artists that get it right.
Man, you've been away, Kyle. You've really been away, bro.
What?
So Nick just joined the Tesla family yesterday morning.
He's
Oh,
back.
there you go. Is it black Tesla? It's
What
black,
color,
right?
Nick?
It's a great Tesla.
Oh, okay. So you're joining me on the gray cloud. All right.
Yes, sir.
Gray Tesla, Nick?
Yes.
Okay, so Nick has gray Tesla and
Wait. But he has a great Tesla today. It might
Okay.
be orange next week.
Well, what is it going to be in a month is what I want to know.
Right.
That's a good question. That is a very good question. TBD.
It might be camouflage duct tape.
TBD.
So anyway, the
Oh,
point
isn't that
is-
Buddha? Isn't that
No,
Buddha? The
that's
camouflage duct tape?
That's
Yeah,
Buddha.
Buddha is in the back, and he's not happy about that. So I told him, I'll move him up, and we'll kind of play around with arrangement, when we go final. But I do need to finalize the shirt, so that's why I need you guys to, give me a heads up as far as your shirt size and you're coming, so that I could put you on here. And
Well, let me
the deadline's going to be probably another maybe a week before I need to, basically start, going to print. So try to get back to me, hopefully by, before the 10th.
Well, I can. Let me take a fair guess. Nick is going to be a men's 3XL.
Well, okay. I don't want guesses. Okay, I want you to reach out to.
Okay, all right. Okay.
I don't
Nick
want
is going
them
to be a 3XL. Tony's going to be an XL. I'm going to be a 2XL.
Hey,
I'm
send it to
not-
me.
Omar-
No. Send it to me by
Omar-
email, man. I'm not going to
Okay.
remember this. Okay, I'm not.
Omar is going to be a ladies small. Omar is a
Vinny,
ladies small.
I will not be able to attend.
Yeah, me either.
I
Yeah.
know. I'm just messing with guys. Still going to
Yeah.
pay. for
And
the-
I've been in keto. I've dropped 13 pounds in 2 weeks, bro.
Hey.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys noticed, but I dropped a lot of weight also. So
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
seen you, bro.
Yeah.
You're thin.
yeah, my plans to lose maybe I think I got like another 5 pounds to go. So that way I could like totally pork out on Texas barbecue.
Oh boy.
So
Well, I'm only down to 227. So I. still
If
have
you're
a
not
lot.
on a keto diet or a carnivore diet or any kind of diet, you just eat whatever you want. There's a place called Gordo's. They
sounds
make
good.
donut hamburgers, and they have like these awesome.
No, he's in timeout, bro. Don't even come here with that shit, Tony. You know how bad, you know how hungry I've been lately, bro? Not even hungry. I've been Jones, bro. I haven't had a pizza in a month. right? I cheated a little bit tonight with a little bit of ice cream, but I've been eating my eggs and my meat, my eggs and my meat, my eggs and my meat, and you gonna come in here with, man? You know what?
Sounds like Vinny likes his meat.
God damn it, Tony.
I think he likes donuts.
You know what it should put up there, Vinny? You gotta get a timeout little animation.
every now and
It
then.
says like
I cheat out
wasted on it, because when you put me in timeout, my picture would turn gray on my side.
Oh, does it really?
Yeah, so it looks like you got wasted like in Grand Theft Auto.
Oh God Almighty! Go ahead.
Yeah. So my plan is to mount the GoPro 360 camera on my car to make it look like Grand Theft Auto when we're driving to Austin.
You know what? And I was thinking about that because Nola Grind, he's got an Insta360, and he's got it
Yeah, it'll
attached.
be the same thing.
Yeah, he's got it attached to the back of his car, and I noticed on his videos, man, he uses it a lot. So we're gonna have a good time out there. All right. Well, listen, I have officially created the page in the Discord. So here it is. You guys can see it. There it is in the Discord.
Can you post the link
Right?
to the Discord?
And yeah, so we'll get that up. But there it is. It's in there.
Hey,
But,
can you
you know-
move it up to the top? Why is it at the bottom?
Okay.
Yeah. So anyway, so I'll make some posts in there now that we have a little section.
Are you happy
but-
now? It's at the top. Are you sure you're happy now? It's at the top.
He's typing like a madman.
Gotta be calm.
Gee whiz.
Man, I thought Steven was on here for a second.
Yeah, man.
Who the hell just went nuts? Okay, so there we go.
Can we? Oh boy, here we go. There goes the neighborhood. Oh boy.
Who went crazy on the typewriter?
I don't
That's
know.
Kyle.
That was it. I just typed something on the Discord. Okay.
Get the soft keys. Get the soft keys.
Yeah, for real, man.
Okay.
Holy crap.
It's all Sergio's fault.
Oh, hey, Sergio's here.
There goes the show.
What up, Sergio? I got you in.
Hey, also,
we go.
if you guys haven't followed Sergio's new financial website, YouTube, make sure you go and sign up, subscribe. He's almost ready to get monetized.
All right, everybody's in. Cool.
How's everybody?
Hey, so are you coming to Austin?
We're
I
good.
was gonna ask you. My picture is missing in there.
Well, it's because you haven't committed to coming yet.
Well, what is it? When is it? What is it?
June 27th.
Last
to
weekend in
30th.
June.
Last
Last
weekend
weekend
in
in
June.
Yeah.
Okay. By next garage, I will give you guys yes or no.
Okay, that's the deadline for the shirts and pictures, and
All right.
so
Okay.
that will work. Wow, that
Yeah, are
if
we
Sergio
riding?
comes, I think our numbers will double automatically.
Kyle, are we going in one car?
Yeah, you could come with us if you want.
Who's us? Who's going from California?
Right now we have 5: Steven, Steven and Buddha,
Okay, I'm not
And-
riding with Buddha.
and I know that Silver Fox.
Oh,
And
Silver Fox.
Chewy is Joe, another guy. I'm actually going to be riding with Joe because I'm going to do the filming,
Okay.
and then me.
You
So
all
there's
have
5 of
Tesla?
us. There's
Nice.
5 of us coming from California or
Okay.
LA.
I can hitch a ride. How long is this deal gonna last?
Well, it's going to take us 2 days to go out there.
Yeah.
So we're going to do a stop at probably like El Paso. That's what we're talking about among the California group.
Okay.
Because there's like another separate group for people who's coming from California, so we could kind of coordinate the trip.
Okay.
But right now we're looking at stopping at El Paso and then making it to Austin the second day.
Well, we're gonna stop a lot for charging.
Yep. So that's the other reason why I'd rather we go together, and if we're all in a Tesla, at least we all gonna have to charge at the same time.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'll let
But
you guys know.
if you don't have time, you could always do the fly and meet us there. And I won't mind
That's
that.
always an option.
But
yes.
the whole idea is this is road rally, so that's
Yeah,
part
yeah,
of
I
the
get
fun.
it.
I get it. And how long are we
Wow.
staying there? How long is it? Are we staying there?
3 days.
Okay. And what day are we leaving?
We're leaving the 26th, and then we'll arrive 27th at night.
What day is that? Let's see.
Vinny, what day is that?
I
Thursday?
got it. I got
Thursday.
it.
Thursday, the 27th.
Yeah. So, and then basically we'll have full day on the 28th, 29th, and 30th.
Correct.
And then leave
Oh, okay.
early on the 1st and ride back on the 2nd.
Okay. So I'm not gonna miss Show Me the Money. I can do Show Me the Money
No.
from there.
Yeah, you could do the roadshow version. That'd be cool.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool.
That'd be
Oh,
real cool.
Lord.
It'd be like doing State Line, and you'd be doing live cast.
That'd be cool. Cool.
I think
All right,
I think David's headquarters in Austin now too, with the new
So-
Gig Safe company.
Somebody reached out to me and said that he wanted to attend our little function.
Yeah, so like
Oh.
send them to the Discord, because that way I could track everybody in the shirt size, because like I'm not gonna remember, who's 3X and all that.
Well, just
So-
remember, Omar is a ladies small. As long as you get that one
Omar's
right.
not coming.
Yeah, but I got
Ladies-
to get
Ladies XS.
Yes.
What
Where's
about
Scott
medium?
coming from? Scott is Orange County, no?
He just wants to know if he can put his bike on the back of somebody's Tesla.
Scott is not coming.
Yeah.
He is not going to ride in a Tesla with
Actually-
a bunch of dudes for 2 days.
Actually, I got a feeling Scott might show up. Unlike some people, Scotty might show up. Scotty Too Hot, he might just show up.
Well, like I said, I don't mind. Like I think his idea is obviously the drive, but if you don't want to drive and we want to go as a group, I think it's fine, because I think more people. I think it's going to be a lot more banging, right? And also like if you do go, then you could chip in with the person who's driving with their supercharging costs, because it's like gas, right? So that way
No.
Here we
it's not
go.
like gas.
Here we
Stop
go.
it. Stop
Come on,
it.
man. I mean,
Here we
expense. It's like
go.
It's
expense.
half. It's
Oh
half
my
the
God.
half the cost of gas.
I'm just saying,
Stop it.
whatever the expense, right?
I had to do that for Omar. I had to do that for
because
the
they're
extra small guy.
driving the car. So I'm just saying that will
All right.
so it benefits the driver too, and also like because such a long drive, I thought it'd be good to have other people in the car to keep the person awake, and obviously make the trip more fun.
Yeah,
and we
you
could sleep
you know how that happens? Whoever's driving is awake, everybody else is asleep.
Just get FSD.
Yeah,
99 bucks.
that's what Buddha said. I told him to do it. If you get an FSD, you're actually going to be more sleepy than if you're actually driving.
FSD and sunglasses.
Hey, we Zoom. You guys are coming through what? West Texas or what?
I hope you guys figure out who's on top and who's on the bottom. Okay, that's all you got to.
Right now,
Listen, I got my stickers already. You
right
see?
now
I
we're
got my
going through
stickers already.
Phoenix through the
Are they pink?
10.
Yeah, 10, right?
Yeah,
Then you probably
yeah.
continue on 10 all the way out to
El
then hit
Paso.
35, right?
To 25?
No, 35 and all to head to Austin area.
Oh, yeah. I'm talking about stopping middle, which is probably going to be El Paso. But I heard El Paso is pretty shady. Like, I don't know, because, I had a passenger who actually told me that.
Yeah, I wouldn't take my kids to El Paso, but I wouldn't be. I mean, I would be fine there myself.
Yeah, like, so I thought maybe we could also like I said, this is among people who's leaving from California. So we may stop at Las Cruces, which is like, I think 40 minutes before El Paso. But I think the main thing was like, I looked at the drive hours, and it's like from here to El Paso is the longer drive. Probably going to take us like 14 hours. But I wanted to get as many, the longer trip done first day, so that because second day is only like 9-hour drive from El Paso to Austin. And then if we could find some like side, attraction, we could like do a little side stop and, still have time to, get to Austin, relatively early.
Because
All right,
you go 35, right?
Oh, we just went full house, by the way, guys. We are now in a full house.
Is this
I
a
have to check
maximum?
We maxed out, I think, at 9 or 10. And I know we got I think I have 10 in here now. So that's good. That's good. That's good.
So let me just say that Kyle, how can everybody get in touch with you? Because like you know,
Discord.
We're all over the place right now.
Yeah, so I think the best is just put it on Discord. That way I could scroll through and know you're coming, and then I wouldn't put a message there.
Yeah, that's what I think. You know, is the way to go, because it's like.
But I will leave my phone number there, so you could text me if you have like a more immediate questions.
There we go.
Just don't spam me.
Are you sure that's what? Yeah, I was gonna say, Kyle. I don't think that's a good idea.
All right, I won't put my phone number. Just I'll put my email.
Yeah, because Buddha's gonna send you all kinds of freaky stuff, man.
All right. So,
and you never and because you don't know, we can tell you. A couple of us personally in this group can tell you if Group Hug sends you anything, you're not gonna like it.
Oh,
Group Hug. Who's Group Hug?
Brandon.
Oh my gosh,
Brandon.
Oh my gosh. You know what,
Brandon?
Man, it's like
Brandon. Oh no, yeah, Brandon's already in the doghouse.
Kyle, man, you gotta stop taking all these vacations and going to dinner, and then you would know what we're talking about. Like all these jokes are going over your head, man. For real.
I'm sorry, man. Happy wife, happy life. You know.
Is there okay?
I'm not in Discord, so it's over my head too.
Is there like a fundraiser on something on this, or what's happening at the end?
Yeah, we're gonna try to raise a couple bucks for the well, I figured it was gonna be 2 charities. I'd like to, whatever we raise, we're gonna do half to Tunnels for Towers, and the other half was for that thing that Kyle came up with. I think you were part of that too.
I think I'm okay with
victims of rideshare violence.
Yeah, no, I think I'm okay, Vinny, to be honest with you, since this is kind of like Rideshare Garage Rally, whatever the proceeds we make goes to your cause. You know,
well, that's why I wanted. Yeah, but I wanted to split it up between the two. I wanted something to Tunnels to Towers. Listen, I'm on that. We do Tunnels to Towers and Winter Warrior Project here. We stand firm on that.
No,
but
we'll just
victims
do
of
that.
rideshare violence.
That's what I'm saying. So we just do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, stick with one.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I would really like to start seeing something get done for victims of rideshare violence. I'll
get some money out of Harry. I'll get some money out of Harry. That's what we'll do.
Yeah, you know, we get sponsorship, great. You know, like that's
I'll talk to him. I will get some money out of him. And
I just wanted to make sure y'all know that David Pickerel with GigSafe is out in Austin now too.
Oh, okay.
Well, that's what I was saying. Somebody reached out to me. It was in a comment or somewhere. He's the guy from Para, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what Para changed to.
David is Para. Okay. Yeah. So like I said.
So Vinny, just reach out to Steve. He can get you in touch with him.
Well, I understand he wanted to meet up with us. I don't know the gentleman.
I'm gonna talk to David. I'm gonna talk to David on Friday anyway. And I'll find out.
Okay.
Okay.
When is this trip? This trip is going to be June 27th, 28th, 29th, and 30th in Austin, Texas. Everybody's coming from both coasts.
Yeah,
we're coming up from South Florida. These guys are coming out from LA and California. We're going to meet up. We're going to hang out. We're going to have some fun. We're going to go to a gun range.
How fucking hot is it in Austin in June? Like 130 degrees?
It's probably going to be like about 105, give or take.
Fuck. Okay.
Yeah. It's going to be rough for us, California.
What the ball?
Is that Obsidian Vinny growing a big old beard?
Say what?
I said, is Obsidian growing a big old beard?
I think
he's trying to.
Got a contest going on. I think him and Nick are trying to see who's going to fix the tire on Kyle's T-shirt.
Okay.
Yeah. So, like I said, it's not final, but I wanted to show something that this is in the works. And side note, I see Steven's here. So Steven, I heard about what happened to you. I'm sorry. And, definitely, I want to cheer you up when we get to Austin.
Oh shit.
What happened to Steven?
Yo, you didn't know?
No.
Do we want to
I
talk
haven't,
about?
I haven't been in the garage
live
for
on
like a
YouTube,
month.
guys. We're live on YouTube, guys.
Yeah, you might
I'm
want to
out
talk
of the
about that
loop, too.
privately.
Yeah, let's do the off channel.
Yeah,
Okay,
can
Steven,
we
email
continue
me or
stuff
shoot me a
off-camera?
text or something.
Yeah.
Keep
I
that on
haven't,
Fight Club.
I haven't
Sergio,
been with the
Sergio.
garage for like a month, so I don't know.
I haven't been on Uber since Coachella.
Oh,
Oh,
So
okay.
yeah, so I mean, it's up to you. Otherwise, let's move on. But
Okay.
I wanted to definitely jump on to squeeze, the whole rideshare rally because I'm like, we need more bodies, and we still have a month, so you have time to kind of, work out your schedule and your geographic. And I know there are a lot of good drivers in Chicago, man. I'd like to see some drivers from Chicago
Well,
make their way.
I mean, if I decide to go, okay, I'll just announce it, and then maybe we'll just have a lot of Texas drivers show up in Austin.
Oh, I'm telling you, Sergio, if you go, our numbers will 100% double at the minimum.
No, I know, but it's just like arranging everything. Do like a huge meetup of drivers in Austin or something, like, because there's a lot of
okay.
we have a massive audience in Austin. So not Austin, but in Texas.
Yeah.
General.
So like I said, I mean, even if you can't come, the idea is like we're just trying to get as many.
Yeah. No, I'll still push it, even if I don't go. I'll still push it, and then you guys will have a rally or 100 maybe. I don't know, whatever. So, and then they can all raise funds. They can all raise funds. That's what we're going to do.
And it, I mean, we're gonna have
or like donate. Okay, how about this? Everybody donates their tip for a week. The tips for a week to the fund or something. Okay. I'm sure there are enough people that can do that. So
yeah,
I think it'll be
yeah.
cool.
We'll figure that out. We'll figure that out.
Yeah.
We'll figure
Okay.
that
Cool.
out.
What's
going on with you, Sergio?
Just working hard. I heard you guys talk about Minneapolis.
Yep.
Part of what you guys said is right. So there is going to be a top off every 2 weeks. That was correct. It's $1.28 a mile and 31 cents a minute. That's correct.
Yeah, I couldn't remember the per mile.
And it's going to also include surge and incentives. I can talk about this now. I have spoken to Josh Gold, who was at the table, who's Uber head of regulations and shit. Multiple times he explained to me, and actually Uber was ready to go July 1st, but the politicians did not want to go July 1st. You guys can figure out why that is. Yeah, there's elections coming up. They want to parade this as a victory for them, the incumbents anyway. $5 minimum trips. There is really, really good protection on anti-deactivation, unjust deactivation. It's outside Uber's hands, so that's going to be good. Yeah, I mean, I think drivers will make more money, and I figured the strategy will be very, very short pickups and extend your period 3 as long as you can. And that may be, in fact, just make sure you're more medium to longish kind of trips with no surge, and then you will get that $1.28 and 31. And short pickups, 3-4 minute pickups, nothing longer than that. And I think you will get to that 128.31. If you do a lot of short surge trips, I think they're not going to top you off. Again, the orders are going to come in with the upfront fares. They're not going to come in at 128 and 31. They can come in at 70 cents a mile and 20 cents a minute. But if they keep doing that, obviously they're going to have to top you off. So it is an increase in pay. It's not as big as people think it is, because the only one in the country that is doing that is New York City and Seattle, Washington State. There is no top off. It's straight up. In fact, Seattle's this year's numbers are 155 a mile and 61 cents a minute because of inflation adjustment.
Nice.
In fact, I just showed a couple of weekly earnings from Washington State driver. He's not even in Seattle, and he's like grossing like $80 active hour just doing regular X and standard. And his demand has not gone down, and he's in the border of Oregon. He's in Vancouver, Washington. With all
And
the drivers.
who is that for rides?
No, for Uber Lyft
For
driver.
Uber. Okay.
And he, in fact, a lot of people poach from Portland because they're on the border. There's just a bridge connecting the two states. A lot of drivers poach, and his demand has not gone down. I mean, the guy grossed like 1,700 in about 20 active hours. I mean, you know, he goes
That's
like
great money.
business as usual, man. And they have the protection. So look, I would not have gone for this if I was at the table, but unfortunately, I was not. You know, this is like a wash down Prop 22 kind of a thing. It's better than
Exactly.
Prop 22. It's better than Prop 22, but because of the protections, because of, you know, like before they deactivate you, they have to let you know 2 weeks ahead. You're going to get a heads up, you know, so you can clean up your act a little bit. And the deactivation is also retroactive, going back 3 years, so you can appeal if you had been unjustly deactivated last 3 years. You know, minimum fare $5. It's better than what I'm seeing in LA at $250. And I mean, look, I think that everybody won. Look, you know what? The riders won. They're gonna get trips. The drivers won a little bit. Uber and Lyft got what they kind of wanted. The fares are definitely going higher. They're going to go up about 25%. But the fact that this is not going to start until December 1, I mean, again, I can see it say all this. Uber is going to start raising fares about 3%, like boiling frogs slowly on the rider side. They're going to start raising fares 2-3% all the way to December. So it's not a huge shock when December comes. And because this doesn't kick in until December 1, they're going to actually make more money in Minnesota actually, because they're going to keep raising fares. And I'm pretty sure all of you will agree that they're not going to share it with the drivers. So, you know, look, it was a win-win-win, I think, honestly. Not as big as the politicians are making it out to be parading, you know, huge win, this and that. I don't think it was that, but I don't think it was bad either. And Vinny said it correctly when I was watching you guys. You know, Uber's lobbyist Joel Carlson was saying 69 cents a minute is 69 cents a mile is fine, and then they Uber and Lyft jump on $1.28 and 31. You know, there is something up, right? So,
Something's up.
Yeah.
Something's
So
up.
anyway, so that's what it is. That's where we are. Prop 22 in California is not going to get overturned. I listened to the oral arguments. There's 6 Democrats and 1 Republican on the California Supreme Court. They absolutely pounded the anti-Prop 22 guy. I mean, they just shredded it. And I'm going like, okay, Prop 22 is staying, so we're screwed in California for now. And that's it. That's all the updates.
How did your boy Joe do with rides?
He's hanging in there. He's okay. Look, Rides has a lot of missing links. I wish they had left. It would have been better for Steve and Rides. Obviously, they didn't, and the Rides has a lot of PR mistakes that they're making. I mean, look, they're a small crew, but then they're not ready to play the game with the big boys. Okay. And you know, they're not doing any promos for I mean, they signed up 1,600 drivers in 2 weeks. As we all say, signing up drivers is easy. Getting the riders is difficult, and they have massive brand loyalty, obviously, for all these years. He needs to be selling this completely differently, and he's not. He needs to reward his drivers with like QR codes, and every time they convert a rider to rides, you know, get $1 off, give a couple of dollars to the driver for every conversion, and give $1 off maybe, you know, to the rider. They're not doing the right things. They're just kind of signing drivers on, and I'm like, signing up drivers is not going to get you anywhere. You need to get the riders on board, and he's in the right state, by the way. You know, Minneapolis is a really, really blue collar town. They root for the underdog. They will vote with their pockets. his pricing on the rider app is not correct because there is no algo, but his pricing is not correct. Like, he needs to be about 15-20% cheaper than Uber, and the driver is going to make more. And he needs to sell it as all our drivers are drug tested. I mean, he needs to be doing this in the media because Uber is going to outprice him over the next 7 months until December 1. So
well, they didn't they get started in Austin to begin with?
they did, yeah, they did, and they're in like
so
22 cities.
So
You know?
yeah, the reason why, and this is why, not skeptical is not the right word for it, but I'm not like sold. Okay, I'm not sold on them because
Which
they
one?
had the Austin market when Uber and Lyft pulled out last time.
Yeah.
And then when Uber and Lyft came back in, it was, you know, when you're handed a market, you got to handle your business. I mean, you got to go for it.
Yeah, I think the model is good. I mean, the other thing I would have done if I was Steve, but I don't know how deep his pockets are. The other thing I would have done is, like, you know, there's a $99 subscription fee, right? Well, I would have let that go for 3 months, let's say, for a quarter, things like that. But you need money for that, right?
Right.
But I'm happy to say the company I'm helping launch in the Bay Area in about a week to 10 days. We have our shit together. We're about to blow it up in the media. You know, I'm 100% behind it, and in their backyard, we're gonna go do a little competing. We'll see how it goes.
All right. Well, good luck. I wish y'all luck.
Alternatives are good. Competition is good. Alternatives are good. You know, the market,
as long as it doesn't hurt the drivers. Yes.
No, drivers is. I mean, look, under rides, drivers are going to make more money. It's unquestionable that they are. Okay. And the problem is, you know, you have to do certain things for drive. First of all, you have to get the entrepreneurial drivers into your system, full-timers into your system. You have to really do this so they can convert these Look, I mean, what's important to the rider? How fast you get picked up and how much the trip is. If you're a frequent Uber user, and if you're using Uber 2, 3, 4 times a week, and if it's 10% less, the next trip is almost free, right? So to me, it's like you have to do a lot. You have to do a lot in the media. You have to sell it properly. You have to, you know, you have to do a lot. And I don't think Steve is equipped to do it yet. I mean, he needs to do it because otherwise he's going to get priced out, and Uber is going to price him out, you know, on the rider side. And he has enough density now. I believe he does. So, but you know, there's work to be done, and I wish him the best. Look,
what about his? If you don't mind me asking, what about all his? What's the best way to say this? The back office. So his computers, his servers.
That's good. That's good. You know, everything is overseas. Everything is on AWS. That part is fine. App definitely needs updating. But I don't think, you know, he made the decision to go in. I mean, I think he spent at least a couple $100,000 just to get the licenses. Okay.
Right.
Not cheap. So, but then that doesn't end there, right? He doesn't have to lose money. I mean, he doesn't have to recreate the wheel. It's still rideshare. It's still pick up at point A, drop off point B. For sure, the drivers are going to make money, but not sure if the passengers are going to switch that fast. And the passengers, I mean, they're loyal to these companies, man. They've been there. They have this massive brand equity.
They're loyal. They're loyal to the companies, but I think they're more loyal to the consistency.
Yeah,
they're loyal. Yeah. You know, they're loyal to. I know if I hit a button, eventually I'm gonna get a driver.
Yeah, I agree. And you know, I mean, look, I'm not gonna shy about it. I mean, I told them all these things, and I said, you know, you need to hire me. You need to hire me. We can just help you out, but then I maybe don't have the budget.
Yeah. Isn't there a market?
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't mean to disturb you. Sorry.
No. I mean, I think them not leaving was a huge hit, right? I mean, that's a fact. If they left, then you have the whole market for yourself. So, I mean, I'm getting a lot of reports from a lot of drivers that I'm in contact with, like Joe, let's say, our contributor. I mean, sad to say, his app was on while he was doing Uber Lyft. I think his app was on for 6 hours, and he got 2 requests.
Sounds like
That's
Lyft
not
manager
enough
right
to
now.
pay that. That's not enough I mean, it's enough, but then you're just going to pay the $99 a month.
Right.
And I think he just needs to play he needs to play this like ruthless game that the other guys do. You're going to go out there and just smash these guys, saying, hey, are you sure you're safe in this car? Because it could be a convict on this that slipped through on Uber. I mean, you just got to just go out there and gloves off, because my drivers are all drug tested. My drivers are all personally interviewed. I have the best people to give you the best service. Are you sure your Uber driver is who you think you are? You got to hit these people. And he's too nice of a guy. And he just, and he goes, I'm not in it to make money. I'm like, no, bro, we're in it to make money. We're in it to kill this fucking.
If you're not in business to make money, you got no business being in business.
Yeah, but
there's no but to that. I mean, if you're not in business to make money, you got no business being in business.
But think about it, Vinny. I mean, he signed up 1,500 drivers. They're paying $99 a month. Figure that out. That's $150K a month.
What's 50K gonna do?
$150K a month.
Okay, what's that gonna do for him right now? How many drivers did he actually get onboarded? Not signed up. He got 1,500 drivers on board.
Yeah,
1,500.
Yeah, you turned the passenger app on. Their density is as high as Uber's right now in the city anyway. So pickups are not that long. His pricing is wrong on the rider app, because I'm getting all this info. And his pricing is completely wrong.
What,
so, I mean, some trips he's over Uber. I'm like, you can't be over Uber. You just can't be. And
you have to.
Again, yeah.
You have to be over Uber. That's the whole point of it.
No, you cannot be over Uber. You cannot be over Uber. The reason is because, look, Omar, there's no take rate. Do you get it? There's no take rate. So Uber charges every rider at least $2.50 to $3 a mile on every single trip. You don't have to be over. You got to be under, because they have a 50% take rate. There is no take rate with Steve.
Right.
The driver gets about 80% of the fare, and you got to be under. And there's plenty of room to be under. Plenty.
Not in this market, Sergio. Maybe in LA,
quick
but
question.
Not in this market.
Quick question, Sergio.
In any market.
Omar, do you understand what Sergio's saying though?
No, I get what he's saying. I get what he's saying.
The driver's making more money.
Drivers are making way more money.
That's why I'm saying there has to be a market. I know exactly what Scott's about to say, because there has to be a market for us that want to deliver that quality, that higher service, something more towards a limousine, but not being a limousine. Like, there has to be a market for that. It just does, because and I know what Scott's going to say, so I'll let Scott say it. He has reliable people that call and say, "Hey, I want you. I don't want fucking Uber."
That's
what I want from a third company. That's what I want. Someone that lets me do my thing and lets me set the market.
No, I was just going to say, if that company is, what they should do is have like flyers inside of all Uber and Lyft cars to talk about the other company. So then the passengers see it in the back of their car and go, oh, what is this company? Oh, it's cheaper than Uber. It's faster. It's reliable. Everyone's vetted, and you'll get a better ride and a better experience. The word experience for them, they'll be like, okay, let's try it once.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the thing that needs to happen, your best salespeople are going to be your drivers.
Yeah.
Period.
Yep.
You cannot have enough money to be on TV or do this and media, post. I mean, you just don't have enough. He doesn't have that kind of money. But what you have to do is that you have the drivers that are doing 20, 30 Uber or Lyft trips a day. and they're getting in their cars, you have to incentivize the driver.
Yeah,
Because
you
if
have
I
to-
look as a driver, if you give me $1 every time I refer with my QR code, and I know I'm going to do 100 trips a week on Uber, and if I convert half of them, that's $50 for me, and that's going to pay double my subscription fee for this month anyway. And then what Rides has that Uber and Lyft don't have is you can reserve your own driver. You can have like a favorite driver.
But
does it have different platforms? Is it, or what is it?
At the they have Excel and X at the moment. They don't have anything higher. And
Sergio,
again, that's 90% of 95% of the market, which is fine with me.
So Sergio, by them incentivize, I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
But now I'm going to put on the other cap.
Okay.
The incentive is the more you convert, the more money you're going to make down the road. Because incentivizing the drivers, let's be honest, that's what got these fucking Uber and Lyft in trouble the way they are now. With the incentivizing. And now that they are not incentivizing, now you got a bunch of pissed off drivers.
No, not incentivizing as quests and things like that. Incentivizing for them to convert riders.
Yeah.
I understand that. I do.
Kind of incentive.
Isn't that the same thing as sign up somebody to drive for Lyft? Isn't that the same bullshit?
No, I don't think he needs to do that as much as he needs. Look, you need the riders more than you need the drivers. I can start a Sergio's Rideshare tomorrow, and I can get 10,000 drivers overnight in LA.
You should do that.
Yeah.
But how do I get the passengers? Is the key, right?
Yep.
Right. You got to have the passengers, and you're right. Your drivers are going to be what sells it.
Yeah, for sure.
I get that, but drivers got to be, if they really want. I'm just saying. I'm just throwing this out there. If drivers really want change. Right? If they really want change, they should be selling it regardless, whether they're incentivized or not to sell it.
Yeah, no, I agree. But you know, what better marketing can you put out there other than media, obviously, that you have a driver that is handling this as a business, truly as a business, unlike some ant or unlike some part-timer, right? And I mean, why can't the driver easily, just the selling point has to be you're safer in this car because you've been vetted and drug tested, all your drivers.
Yep.
And number two is cheaper, 10% cheaper than Uber, 20% cheaper than Uber. And why wouldn't you choose this company over that? Because to the rider, the important thing is how fast you get picked up and how cheap the fare is, period. We're done.
Yep.
Because there's no take rate, there's a lot of room to play. Because the take rate is where Uber and Lyft are losing. They are. So, you know, I mean, look, man, let's consider short trips, okay? Minimum fare. What does Uber charge the rider? $7-8, right?
Okay.
What does the driver get? $3?
If he's lucky.
There's so much room in there to do the shorts. And then when you go actually longer, Rides has a huge advantage because they're on a rate card on the time and distance, right? So to me, this is not like rocket science. And I think I don't know. I think he doesn't have the manpower to do all this. And
I think he just doesn't have the right people around him telling him, like, hey,
you can call him up and tell him that. like WeZoom says is exactly right. He needs to allow drivers to get that 100 back for converting over packs to their app. Absolutely. You know, and don't even charge him the $100 for 3 months. Don't. Let the driver create his own business for 3 months. Convert some, airport passengers for himself. Convert some.
Well, I could see that. I could see giving a 1 month free access to the app. I could see that.
But we're going to give 3 months free to the drivers we're signing up in San Francisco. We're going to give them $2 for each rider that they convert.
And this is through Rides?
No, this is Why Ride.
Why Ride?
The app's already. We're launching. I mean, we're going to launch in about 2 weeks. We signed up 650 drivers.
There's a couple different things going on right now. There's also another one called Local Driver, and That
That's a
one,
co-op.
I just went and looked at it. I just went and looked at that, Omar.
yeah, I don't know. The one thing that bothers me still is that
Mm.
these people are the market makers, and I want to remove that functionality. But again,
Yeah,
I should probably contact them.
That's
I
a
have a
co-op.
question.
Maybe contact this rides guy, because maybe I think the focus is the. I disagree that we should be focusing down like ants. We should be focusing up. Quality, a little bit like what you said, Sergio. You know, the drivers are drug tested. This that quality and service, and it's not about trying to go lower with the price with this in this age of inflation that we're in right now. Things should be going up, not down.
Well, initially,
My service is
introductory,
worth more than
introductory pricing should be cheaper, right?
yeah.
But I mean, look, all these things have to be planned, and you have to have your war plan ready when you're about to go head to head with these two, right? So I think, look, I think there is a need, because you guys may think otherwise, but the passengers are getting sick and tired of this game too. Okay, I talked to a lot of,
we hear about it all the time.
yeah. So it's really, the timing is perfect for somebody. Look, you don't have to recreate the wheel. Okay, they figured it out already. The TAM, or the total addressable market, is so massive, right? That, I mean, as these companies, all you want to do, get like a 1 or 2%. If you get 1 or 2%, you're a $500 million company. Period. Oh, that's the beauty of this game, that they created the market for you. You just got to do better. And with the other guys that I'm working with, I said, look, what Uber and Lyft do a lot of good things, okay? And then they do a lot of shitty things. So I said, whatever they do good, we got to do better. And whatever they do shit, we just stay away, period. Okay? So by staying away, you have no algo. You have, you price your trips correctly. We know the driver is going to get 80+% ish of the fare. And I mean, again, you have to pick people who are business minded. What business of your own can you get into without like a long-term commitment for $100 a month? You got to sell this the right way. It's not being sold the right way to anybody at the moment. Okay. So, but I wish him the best. I hope, he stays. Watch the media fire coming up in about 2 weeks on Y Ride. You guys watch that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we're coming.
So Y Ride is something you're part of.
I'm not part of it. I am an outside hired gun.
Consult.
Yeah, I'm the guy that's guiding them correctly. One of the founders is an ex-Uber guy. So they're both Indian, they're both coders. I swear to God, bro. When I first met these guys 6 months ago, we had a Zoom call. They go like, we want to do this. I go, great. How much money do you have? and I go, not to get the drivers, to get the riders. He goes, we got enough. I go, okay. Bro, they created the app, the rider and the driver app, for iOS and Android in 2 months. They come back, search app is ready. I'm like, huh? Seriously? Then I started taking him seriously. And I was like, okay, what's the plan? I'm like, well, you tell us what to do. And I'm like, okay, let's go. Because they're going to be in the media. They're going to be in the media soon. Going to be in every San Francisco paper in about 2 to 3 weeks.
I have a quick question, Sergio. On that company that you're helping out in San Fran, are there is it all going to be brand new cars coming onto that fleet? Are there going to be like certain limits of the year?
Yeah, but we're settling that up now, but we're looking for 2018 and newer cars.
Okay.
What is my play in San Francisco? Well, I mean, I mentioned it 2 weeks ago on Show Me the Money for like 5 minutes. I mean, you can go to their website, yride.com, and and their server crashed. I was like, shit. The next day I was like,
that ain't good.
Like, no, I mean the server to onboard
for the website, right?
And they were like, we weren't expecting that. I go, what did you guys were expecting? It's like, I don't know. So then they fixed it. Then I mean, because they're both IT guys, they can fix shit like this, right? And now it's a lot smoother. On Y-Ride, they're also, every driver is going to get paid without cash out fees every day. Whatever you make that day goes into your bank account. No $1.25 hocus pocus. No algorithm.
Is this going to be subscription based also?
Yeah, that's going to be also subscription based. And that's why we're just launching in a little pocket, like San Francisco, Auckland.
So I have one
Sacramento,
question. So I do have one question. By the way, shout out William Morazzo for the $1.99 super chat. We appreciate it.
Yes, well,
the question was, Sergio, what did you play in San Francisco? We're talking about that.
I'm
Who's paying the insurance?
Y-Ride.
So
exact same coverage as Uber and Lyft. In fact, lower deductible.
So this is just another Uber X Lyft Basic service then?
Yes, it is. Because that's where the majority of the trips are, Omar. Sorry.
I don't know why
That's
you keep apologizing.
Omar, I know you have a higher end car. I know you make this and that, but that is where the bulk of trips are, Omar.
Yeah, but there are people that want better service and they'll pay more.
They could do all they want.
And when I'm saying pay more, I'm not saying take a $15 Uber trip and make it a $50 Uber trip. What I'm saying is they'll pay a little more. You could look at it and go, okay, this is a little bit more than Uber, a little bit more, 10% more.
I know, but you have to have the data. The data is 85% of Uber trips are 6 miles or less. We have the data. 85% is 6 miles or less.
I get that.
And 85% are X and standard. And then you have your XLs and whatever not. That's why they keep creating these other platforms to charge more for the same car. Comfort, extra comfort, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, you don't need any of this. Just have X and standard or X for now, and then adding it is easy. You just got to get a little action going.
You got to get started. I mean, I understand what Omar's saying, but I understand what you're saying too, Sergio. You got to get your feet wet, and it just, it just. I mean, I want to see it work. Obviously, I want to see it work.
I think we have a good shot. All I know, Vinny and the voice, is that the other shoe is about to drop when it comes to the external fees on Lyft and Uber's commercial insurance, extremely high fees. How is it a startup can get the same with less deductible for cheaper commercial insurance? And I've compared a ton of trips already in Minneapolis. Rides commercial insurance, which is clearly, transparently is put up on the receipts, every single receipt, okay, is half as much as Uber's and Lyft's.
Right.
How?
We already know the answer to that.
Well, yeah. So that's the other thing that's going to drop. That it's like, hey, you're making money off of this thing. You're buying it at wholesale, selling it retail to the driver. It's pretty obvious to me.
Well,
you made that a money center. If you didn't have to. They did that to make the take rate look low. I mean,
but yet they're still profiting way more.
Exactly. When you look at a trip that the customer paid, like I did a trip, actually, Lyft actually is introducing a couple of things in this state, in the country, which I really like, actually, which is I did a trip, customer paid $49. It was from literally my house to Beverly Center, which is about 22 miles. I only drove a mile to pick up. She paid $49. The external fees were $26.
What?
26.
Holy shit.
Are you telling me that they paid $26 in commercial insurance for that trip?
No fucking way.
Okay.
No fucking way.
I mean, so I'm like so we have also more room to price rides correctly because of that now. I'm like, they're out of control. They are. And it's like, and so we'll see.
Quarter two is fast approaching.
Watchmacall is coming too. Teleport is coming. I'm going to have the CEO on in about 2-3 weeks. That's the one on the blockchain. They're going to launch in Austin. In fact, if I do go, that may be an interesting timing for it. His name is Paul Bohm. He is a brilliant tech guy, and they're launching a rideshare company on the blockchain.
Yep, they
Absolutely
paid us
no
a visit
middleman.
one night. Yeah,
No
somebody paid us a visit one night here, and I had him get in contact with Steven. I don't know whatever happened with that.
So there's a lot happening, and we'll just chip a little bit. Let's see how it goes. So.
Well, we wish you luck with that there, Sir Sergio. I mean, I'd like to. I don't want to see nobody fail.
No, look, we got to go in. You got to go in with that you're going to fail, because look, you're dealing with ridiculous companies, right? But I mean, come on. But I can assure you, it's not going to be, especially in Steve's case, because he has, all the drivers go through drug tests. I mean, that's such an easy sell, man. It's just like, and I'm like, why wouldn't you even just pound that every day? You got to go at these guys. You got to go, hey, every day some passenger is getting raped. Is your daughter safe in an Uber? Some shit like that.
Well,
you know what I mean, I would do it. If he hired me, I'd just be like, just blow this shit off. I'd be like, hey.
So this new company, this Y-Ride, are they going to drug test their drivers?
No, because we have massive potential misclassification lawsuits hitting us if we did that.
Yeah, because weed is legal.
Yeah. Not only that, I don't want to say too much about that, about what Steve is doing. No, because you really got to be careful drug testing and interviewing a driver. You really got to be careful with that. So anyway, but we'll see. We'll keep you guys posted. So thank you for listening. So there is competition, man. Why not? It's good.
Well, something needs to happen because it is getting downright freaking ridiculous out here. So
I'm not afraid.
Ridiculous out here.
It is. It's really. I mean, today I got 2 screenshots today. I mean, seriously, from LA. Okay. 237 and 267 for a minimum fare trip. Yeah. To put a human in my car and pick him up, drop him off for $2.37.
What the fuck?
I mean,
what's the bus fare up there?
It's more probably.
I was going to say.
Yeah.
It's amazing to me.
I sent it to Uber. I go, you guys keep doing this, I mean, you can do whatever the hell you want. But I go, this is...
They're trying to make it so rideshare drivers get the Prop 22 money now, or what?
Absolutely, man. Everything is getting priced at Prop 22 in California.
Wow.
You cannot make more than that. 5 minutes for $15. That's it. Everything is... The algo... That's why I'm against all these Prop 22 clones and types like they did in Minneapolis. Because that floor that exists is also your ceiling.
That's exactly what we say.
Thank you.
And I'm going like,
thank you.
I can't. Well, I say that because I go, why? And Josh was like, I talk to Josh a lot. Actually, he's a cool guy, but he's a fucking prick, Josh. He's a New Yorker. He's got this ex Teamster, bro, working for Uber.
Wow.
He is the man, though. I mean, he's sharper than shit. And he was like, yeah, we like this. I mean, we didn't get everything we wanted. He goes, I go, what else did you not want? It's like, what? He goes, we just wanted like Seattle and Washington State. We wanted a commitment that everybody stays independent contractors.
Of course they do.
I'm like, yeah, but there is such language in there that I go, you guys should be fine. Yeah, he goes, there is really strong language. So I go, and I asked him, I clearly asked him, I go, why December 1? Like, why? And they go, it wasn't us. We were ready to go, buddy. And I'm like,
Politics as usual.
Yeah, elections coming up, bro. They're all
Politics
going to go, look
as
what
usual,
we did for you.
fucking
Yeah,
politics.
that's a good way for Uber to keep keep the unions out, is to hire people that run the unions.
Yeah, he's sharp.
Then when you negotiate with the unions without a union.
Yeah, yeah, he's sharp. He's sharp. Uber don't hire dummies, bro. Let me tell you, they're sharp.
Yeah, but you know what? It's amazing to me. They spend so much money trying to find ways to hurt drivers instead of just taking care of drivers, and they would make more money.
I know, but I don't think I mean, it's too easy to say they don't care. It's not that. It's there's such tailwind at the moment with the economy that it is. I mean, you know, I don't want to plug my channel, but I talk about this. I rant a lot now about the Federal Reserve now on my channel, right?
I'm sure.
And,
yeah, I know.
And
you can plug your channel. It's okay.
No, they are mortgaging every kid's future in this country. And I'm telling you, there's some shit about to break. Something is going to break so badly that this time they're going to have to print like $15 trillion to save this shit because they're not too big to fail. But forget all that. They created this inflation that's killing every single person, every one of us. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And to put that cancer away, you know, the antidote is higher interest rates. Now that's killing everybody.
That's right.
You know, and I'm like, this doesn't need to be this way. It doesn't.
Higher interest rate is not the answer. It's spending and spending and spending that needs to stop.
Higher interest rates is the answer, but much higher interest rates is the answer, like Paul Volcker did in 1978, because he wasn't in the underwear of the president. Paul Volcker said to the president, "Go fuck yourself, sir. I'm independent. I'm going to raise the rates to 20%, kill inflation for the next 30 years."
You have a number of things that this country spends money on that no one knows about. And it just keeps going and keeps going and keeps going.
But you know what?
It's like a debit card that has you know, just you can't do that.
Yeah, but you have to clearly
understand. You said it right. It's our kids and our grandkids that are paying for it. You said it right.
Okay, one at a time, guys. One at a time.
We have 34 trillion in debt in this country to go to 35 soon. Okay.
Oh yeah, I agree.
Just the servicing, because they raised the rates to 5% from zero. Just the servicing of that debt is $800 billion a year now, which is close to 40% more than our defense budget. So that's like an anchor in the economy. You know, $800 billion extra dollars has to be paid to all the IOUs that we have floating all over the world, right? And that's why they cannot afford to keep the rates too high, because that is completely going to spiral out of control. But long story short, inflation is not a good thing. Inflation is good for the corporations because they can raise prices and keep them raised. They're not going to get hurt. We're going to get hurt. So, but I'm really disappointed that what's going on that front. But you know, and the tailwind for Uber and Lyft is because of that, they have all these fucking people driving. 7 million people are driving globally. And they got lucky. They didn't plan for it. Look, they got lucky twice. They got lucky during the pandemic because everybody was stuck at home. They were getting the money, ordering Uber Eats and Instacart and DoorDash and shit. These companies were dying. And then they got lucky. Again, inflation kicked in. They could raise prices, but then they never raised the drivers' fares, right? So that's that they got lucky. And they can say all they want. Oh, it's so lucrative to go fucking drive Uber and Lyft. I'm like, no, it's not.
Nope.
I mean, it's not.
It's not. It's not. And so I dropped a video today, and well, we've been dropping videos now 15 days straight. And I mentioned Lyft and how I got 4 requests last week. 4 total for the entire fucking week from Lyft. Even with Lyft Comfort on and regular Lyft on. I got 4 requests. 4 requests for the entire week.
That's nuts.
Right? 2 of them I took, 2 of them I didn't. But apparently in the comments they're coming through that apparently it wasn't just me. Apparently this is happening in a lot of different places. I'm hearing it's happening out there in LA. Drivers are not getting requests from Lyft.
We're not, and everything goes on Trip Radar. Nothing, right? FOMO, all this bullshit, which I made like a really cool video a few weeks ago, and everything's going on Trip Radar, and they're disappearing immediately as soon as they show up. And I'm like, who the fuck is taking these things, man? It's just undoable anyway. But in California now, you have to close your eyes and take your Prop 22 money before expenses, which is pegged at $20 an hour. And that's where you are. That's where rideshare is at in LA.
$20 an California. Hour pegged on Prop 22, and you guys got what, $7 gas?
You'll never be able to be profitable with that.
We got used to 5. We got used to 5. But anyway, so one last thing. How do you guys like the Lyft transparency game that they're playing? They're actually, I think, trying to kill Maximo. They're testing 2 things.
That bullshit. I'm the only one getting it. Me and Buddha are the only ones getting it.
I got it in LA. Dollars per mile it's showing. And in Chicago and a couple other states, the active hour is showing.
That's what mine shows, is the active hour. And
yeah, but
I would actually have to get a request.
Yeah, well, I don't know what they're doing in Florida, but they're testing it. I like it. Uber will
Omar's getting it. Omar's getting it.
Are you? You're getting the dollars per mile?
Yeah, I get it. Yeah,
that's pretty cool. I mean, that's
no,
cool.
It's not.
Yeah, the thing with Maximo is that it shows me from my spot to pick up to drop off dollars and miles.
Okay. Well, the other thing is like the active hour, I'm not buying because utilization rate is a key. So who knows what the utilization rate is? So that's active hour is bullshit. Okay, why do you not like it, Omar? Why do you not like seeing dollars per mile?
It's inaccurate. It's inaccurate, and it's not showing me everything like Power used to show me. I don't use Maximo or whatever the other one is because sometimes they don't work, and you're paying money for something that doesn't even work. At least Power was free, and when it didn't work, it didn't cost me anything. So
it's not accurate. How's it not accurate? It's just doing a calculation and popping it up like Maximo or Mistro.
You don't.
Omar's trying to say that he gets to see everything. So your per hour rate, your mileage rate, all this, that, and the other, and obviously Lyft is just showing him just the per mile rate.
Exactly.
Oh, okay. Well, no, I get that, but they may combine it pretty soon. I mean, in LA they're showing dollars per mile. In Chicago they're showing active hour. Like in Denver, they're showing active hour. I think it's decent. I mean, it's more information. You can't say no to that. Even an ant maybe will look at it and say, "Look, man, it's like 67 cents a mile. That's the IRS deduction. Maybe I shouldn't take this trip."
Yeah, but when the ant looks at it, they might think that they're not even accounting for the miles to the pickup and the minutes to the pickup. They think that the total time from when you accept to when you drop off instead of just active time.
Let me ask you a question.
The miles, the dollar per mile is for pickup and drop off. It's combined.
But I mean, here in Denver, it's active hour.
Oh,
well, I don't have miles.
Okay, okay. You have active hour. Yeah, active hour. I have a problem. That's because we don't know what the utilization rate is.
Yeah, and the time's never right because I'm always getting paid less per hour because they say it's going to take 20 minutes. It's 40.
Yeah. Well, that's going to change with Lyft. I promise you guys that's going to change with Lyft. So.
Pretty good.
All the games.
It is going to change. I'm telling you, before the end of the year, I guarantee that's going to change.
All of that shit means nothing if drivers can't afford to pay their fucking bills. And right now, drivers can't afford to pay their fucking bills.
I agree.
And at the end of the day, that's why we come together every week. I know that's why y'all do what you do on Tuesday night over there at the Rideshare Guys Show Me the Money Club. That's why we come together. At the end of the day, you know, fuck, man, you can jerk me off, suck me off, right? Send me, just don't let my wife know because she'll fucking stab me in the neck. Okay. I'm just saying you can do all of this horse shit. Uber, Lyft, Dara, David, don't nobody give a fuck. Okay.
Okay.
Pay the fucking drivers what they deserve to get paid.
Yeah.
they're carrying the brunt of the
Yeah,
fucking expense.
I'm not saying this not. You cannot make a living you cannot pay your bills in LA and live for $20 an hour before expenses. It's just not possible. Okay. And that's why, as a rideshare channel, as we are, I say it frequently. You need to have a reality check. You need to have an honest talk with yourself. Why the hell are you doing this? Okay.
There's a lot of people. I'll answer that for you, though. I agree with you. We all, as drivers, we all got to have a coming to Jesus moment. It has to happen.
Yeah.
Right.
Absolutely.
Okay. And I mean, coming to Jesus as a quote, not as a religion. So, but Sergio, all these jobs that people think are out there ain't out there.
Nope.
They might offer you $17, $20 an hour, but you're only going to get 8-10 hours a week.
Yeah.
Now you need 4 of those side jobs.
Yeah, you need to go through like 8 interviews to get that $20 an hour fast food.
Yeah. I mean, it's not. I mean, you know, the numbers are skewed every time they drop these unemployment reports.
Oh yeah,
you know the numbers are manipulated like a motherfucker. So you know all of these. Yeah, it's. So guys got to drive, and as long as people got to keep moving, you know, there is one simple solution to this, but nobody has the power to make it happen. And that's very simple. Quit onboarding new drivers. You got to limit the supply.
I agree with that.
And nobody's going to do it. I understand that, but that's how they save their companies too in the long run.
No, but there is some movement happening. I mean, look, as far as I know, Boston is the most balanced market in the country. And there are reasons for that because they have a dual background check in Boston. You cannot just go through checker and then on board. Actually, Boston runs that dual background check. One is by the state; it's not by the company. And every year, 7, 8, 9, 10,000 drivers are kicked off on the second one. But you know, I mean, it's public information, and that would be something I would definitely pass in every state or try to pass a dual background check because I think the reason that Boston is the highest earning city in the country, and it has been for a long time, is because of that, because it stops the oversaturation.
To me, it's right now. I mean, you know, when I explain it to people, you know, you got all the schools and everybody coming out. So all of those, the educational employment, then the complementary to all the schools, and then the ancillary on top of that, right? So everybody from the school teacher to the janitor to the groundskeepers, right, to the pipe fitters, all these motherfuckers are out of work in the summer. So what do? They got to turn to gig work, and all of a sudden there you go. And it's not only rideshare. Like I watch Nola Grind, I watch Kim, right? Kim, right? That's her name. Kim Makes Money Plans.
Yeah, it's very slow.
I watch her. I watch Sin City Diaries. I watch all these people. Their base fares on food delivery, $1.
Yeah. Well, I was on Memorial Day. I was in the city. So my son wanted to experience a Waymo, so we took a Waymo. And Waymo is charging for trips, by the way. That fucking thing drives better than all of us put together. But then there's downside of it. I mean, anyway, that's not the issue. So we rode, and on the way back, I took an Uber. So I get into car shows up, Toyota Corolla Hybrid, the small one, and I'm like, okay, at least the guy's driving the right car. So I go open the front door because it was me, my daughter, and my son. I mean, we don't want to get squished in the back seat. I go open the front door. The guy has this huge like suitcase in the front. I'm going like, okay, strike one. I get in the car. He starts the trip. With his left hand, he's holding the phone, and with his right hand, he's holding the phone, and with his left hand, he's going. He's like this. I'm going like, what the fuck? I go, how long you been a driver, buddy? Oh, he goes like 3 days. I go, where's your phone holder, buddy? He goes, I'm supposed to have one? I'm going like, don't you think that's like a little dangerous? You have the phone in one hand and the other one? I go, listen, I'm going to do you a favor. I know it's like a 10-minute trip. I go, let me give you some advice. I mean, I will not ding you with it, but any other passenger that walks in the middle of the night, you hold the phone with the right hand and look at driving with the left hand, you're gonna get deactivated before you even know. So I go, why are you so new? Like, what are you doing? Oh, he goes, I just used to only do DoorDash and it's completely dead, and we know why. And he just got into Uber. And so he pulled over. I still tipped him, I gave him some advice, but there are these guys out there. I mean, who and these companies don't do anything about it. Like, there's no education. Is there a video that on Uber's website saying you have to do this, you have to do that, this is how you use the app, this is how you start the thing, this is how you read the navigation?
It's up to us. I've got a video that I made 2 years ago that is still to this day just absolutely that shit's pushing 100,000 views.
Yeah,
on how to use the Uber driver app. It's crazy.
Sergio, no, they only got behind the wheel.
Huh?
They only have behind the wheel. Remember, they hijacked you.
Yeah.
That's what they got on their YouTube.
This is why This is why I am the way I am. I had shoulder surgery a year ago. They were sending me lifts every day. This was it, Sergio, right here. This is it. Almost, I would say 7 out of 10 cars. My biggest complaint as a user of the service here in South Florida is no phone holder. These are people that have thousands of rides. This is why I say, if you want a service that is better, higher quality than Uber and Lyft, so I'm going to contact I'm going to contact this rides person and see what we could talk and see what he's about. But
for all those drivers,
this is why I stress the way I stress, and you're not changing my mind. You're not. You keep going down. We shouldn't be going down. We should be going up and promoting this.
Well,
but we're complaining about stuff that drivers do. Here we are complaining about stuff that drivers do, and then we have these clowns that pick up 5 and 6 people in a Toyota Corolla. I see it all the time. I see it all the time.
Well, that's what happens, though. But that's the bottom of the barrel. And that's what happens.
Safety.
And the other thing that happens,
promoting bottom of the barrel, Sergio. You're saying, hey, 95% of the people take Uber X 6 miles, whatever it is.
But that's not the rider's fault. That's not the rider's fault, though, right? I mean, is that the rider's fault that the driver is holding the phone in one hand?
This new company that you're consulting with, are they going to correct that?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Right,
I mean, look, you have to have rules. I mean, look, I told the guy, actually, I go, forget me complaining or some passenger complaining. Uber is watching you. There's a gyroscope in your phone that they know it's not on a fucking holder.
Right. Yes.
They're going to boot you. I mean, you just started. Do you want to get deactivated? He goes, no, I didn't know any of this. I'm like, of course you don't, because nobody's going to tell you.
I haven't seen it yet, though. But I mean, you're right. You're not wrong. I know they have the thing.
I mean, look,
the speed and everything.
Yeah, I mean, I can answer this question and I'll go. Okay,
Brandon with the super chat. Questions for the panel and Sergio.
Thank you, Brandon.
We have only gotten pay decreases year to year. Sergio, what does Uber or Lyft say to you about why they aren't giving us at least cost of living increases?
They are giving cost of living increases in states that have stood together and through legislation passed laws. Look, the other thing I forgot to say about the Minneapolis, there is going to be cost of living adjustments every year, January 1, according to CPIU, just like there is in Seattle and Washington State. Mm-hmm. Look, legislation is not bad. I mean, Seattle drivers have been getting rate increases for the last 2.5 years. And, this year they got another 4%. That's why they're at $1.55 and 61. You got to look, you either got to do this or you got to do that. If you don't like legislation, you're not going to get what you want. And I mean, the other thing is Uber and Lyft don't need to. Why are we all making $60 2 years ago coming out of the pandemic? Why aren't we doing that now? That's because they have too many drivers. Look, I'm being super honest here. If you guys were Uber and Lyft, would you do anything different?
Good question.
Would you pay more?
Wait, say it again.
He said
if you were Uber or Lyft, would you pay more to your drivers under the current conditions?
I would, because I am a conscious capitalist.
Unfortunately, that doesn't work like that. When you're a public company and you have shareholders and you need to make money and your stock is $130 billion worth and you're going to get your bonus at 150 for 90 days if it stays there, you don't do any of that. When you get to that level, we
I don't disagree. I don't disagree with that, but you know,
yeah, but that last part, last part, what he just said,
Mhm.
is tied into bonuses and things of that. It goes beyond the company. It goes into personal greed.
Yeah.
And you know
Absolutely.
what? Let me, you know, and I was thinking about this and I said I was going to do this and fuck, man, I don't want to do it. I wasn't going to do it here. I was going to do it on an open letter video to Dara and to David. And they might not ever see it. And who gives a fuck if they see it or not? But I would have felt better saying it. Every one of these drivers, like the case with Christina Spaguzzi,
yeah, the one she got murdered, yeah,
the one that was murdered, right? And I've seen the video of what we can see publicly and this, that, and the other.
Horrible.
You know, that was going to court, right?
Yeah.
Because the mother was suing them, and then I never heard anything else about it again.
That's settled.
See what I mean? And that's the fucking problem.
Yeah.
So everybody who owns stock in Uber and Lyft and DoorDash, because it was just 300 miles north of here where the DoorDash driver got hacked up in the fucking guy's house.
Yep.
Right? All of them, right? That's blood on every shareholder's hands. Because even the shareholders, I saw a thread on Twitter, right, on X, where it was battling out between drivers and shareholders. And you know what shareholders were saying? Well, fuck it, that's your fault. You decided to drive. I ain't telling you to drive.
That's why, you know, that's another, another thing you guys keep saying, I keep remembering. In Minneapolis, under the new law, the limit is $1.5 million instead of 1 million. Okay. But the best part of the law is it drops to 1 million, but once you even end the trip for a foreseeable future, because most crimes happen right towards the end of the trip, the drivers will have bodily injury coverage. The drivers will still have access to that $1 million liability insurance as well.
I mean, that's a good thing for the family. The after effect.
Well, right now, nothing exists, right? Other than suing them.
Right. No. And I get that.
Uber has never gone to trial on anything.
I know. It's fucking, it's bullshit. It's bullshit.
Well, if they ever got in front of a jury, they're fucked.
Well,
and they know it too. They know it too.
Yeah. So look, you guys, I don't know what you would do. I mean, I know what I would do, but I think that's the answer to that question. They don't have to pay, and legislation, proper legislation is the key. And look, you know, I mean, it won't happen in your city. Florida, it will not happen. But if you're in a blue state, start like Mulda did. Start like Washington Drivers Union did. Go get yourself some friendly city council people. Start a fire.
Well, we can talk about. Yep, you're right. You're right. You got to mobilize. I just, you know, I. It's almost to the point where. But the problem becomes you don't want to be an employee, but you don't want to. But drivers don't understand what it is to be an independent contractor and run a business. They want their independence, but they want to act like they get paid like a fucking employee. What do I always say, Omar? What's my number one thing I always say, Omar? Who's their biggest enemy?
I agree.
Drivers are their biggest enemies.
I agree. Yeah.
Even more so than the companies. I mean that with love. I mean that with love.
You know what? I think you know, not much is going to change when it comes to pay. Some adjustments are necessary to upfront fares completely. I mean, I'm telling you, Lyft is definitely working on it. It's going to be, I like it. I like what it is. I think it's going to be fine. Uber is just not just going to do any of it. They're just going to hammer and hammer and hammer and hammer. And, you know, look, man, they got the scale, man. They got the fucking power. They got everything. You know, Whatever.
So here, and I'll wrap this up. I'll wrap the show because we're already at 11:35 tonight. This
Sorry,
is a long
guys.
show. No, we're good. It's good to have conversation. We need it. Here's the question I have for everybody on the panel, everybody in the chat. Since Uber's gone to verified riders, have you received a fucking request from somebody who's not verified?
I
I
have it
haven't.
in LA, so I don't know.
I haven't.
I haven't.
Every
single rider pops up verified. Every single one of them.
No,
Even
I
new
actually, okay, so I haven't seen that. I haven't seen the verified thing, but I'll also say that there's a part of me that kind of doesn't care, and the reason why I say that is because going back to what Sergio said about, do you know who your driver is? Do you know who your passenger is? I've always, from day one, thought to myself, man, this is weird having just some random person in my car. But okay, I'll take the chance. Well, I'll take the chance, but I also do some things to mitigate that, and I won't say what they are. And I still do that. I still do it to this day. So I really don't care about the verified thing. It doesn't make a difference to me. I care about what I get paid, and what I'm getting paid is not good.
Yeah, but Omar, my point to this is, and Archie says he has seen 5.0 riders with no blue check marks. I haven't seen one yet. Every ride I've gotten has all said verified. Every single one of them, right? But my point is, whether they're verified or not is irrelevant. It's the idea that they're playing the psychological fucking game. Oh yeah, your rider's vetted. Your rider's vetted. That's my point.
That will last as long
I mean,
as,
I get maybe they know who you are, Vinny. And they said, let's give it to Vinny, but Omar don't care, so let's not give it to Omar.
No, but I mean, we don't have it in LA yet. I haven't seen it, but that'll all end when a so-called verified customer carjacks a fucking driver. That'll all end
right
then.
Right. Because it'll be just like the same thing with food delivery and whatever else. Oh, it said that Omar was here. And Infinity, and Infinity did show up, but it was Omar's cousin, something like that. It'll be the same thing. It'll be because they can order rides for somebody else. We do get those. We get the, hey, Vinny ordered this ride for Jimmy, and it's like, are you Jimmy? No, I'm John, but someone ordered this ride. Wait, what?
Who the fuck is John or Jimmy? I don't know either one.
But anyway, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
I know.
Yeah.
But and you guys on the radio channel have heard me do it. Like, I've chastised females when they're getting in my car. They just hop in the car. They don't check the tag. They don't ask who the driver is.
I don't know why you did that, bro. You open yourself up, bro.
Bro, it happened to me today. It happened to me today.
The fact that I get on them because they didn't check the fucking tag before they got in the car, you know what? If that gets me deactivated, then I'm calling Sergio.
That won't happen. But I was doing one single delivery today to test something because Uber asked me to test something. So I go like, okay, I'm gonna do a fucking single delivery. I go to deliver. It's meet at the door. I get out of the car, get the delivery. The lady is ready on the curb. She goes, oh, I think there's more room on the other side. I think I'll just go sit on the other side. I'm like, huh? I was like, what? I go, I'm delivering your food. I know I'm at the right place. Oh, she goes, the food. I'm also waiting for a driver. This lady was ready to jump in my car. She didn't even care. She didn't know if I was delivering her food. She didn't know I was doing shit. I'm like, I could have put her in my car with her food and everything else, and it would be the end of the story. I'm like, holy shit.
I'm telling you, bro.
I go like, whatever. I was like, I don't know, man. I'm telling you, shit is bad right now. It's really bad. This is the worst I've seen as far as pay is concerned. Seriously. And you guys take it.
Well, that's the deal, right? So that's the deal, and that's what we've been exploring. We've been exploring the pay, and there's not a whole lot people can do. You can do the cherry pick, you can do the ant, you can do the shit in between. I'm in between, right? Like, there's some places now where I'll do X, and there's other places where I won't. Yeah. Right? There's some places I'm going to cherry pick. There's other places I won't. My problem, but I'm telling you, Sergio, my problem's not with Uber right now, as far as my earnings. Yeah, I got to fucking play Omar a little bit and do some X rides. That's okay. That's not a problem.
I don't know what the fuck you talking about.
But
if you were doing what I was doing, you'd make money.
I'm still making money regardless. But
say that again, Omar. Say that again.
Is that Lyft is going away. It's that Lyft is going away.
I don't know.
That's the part for me.
Are they getting priced out? I don't know.
I don't know, but I'm down about, I average usually around 450 to 500 a week with Lyft.
Yeah.
And I made $29 last week. And it's
What?
not the first week. The fuck? Okay, what you want to say
Why?
in Spanish?
Because
say
there are
in
no
Spanish?
pings. There's no pings. Is that why?
The requests aren't there.
Yeah, you got to check your passenger.
Even when I drop down, the requests aren't there.
Unless they're feeding all their elite drivers. I don't know.
I don't know if we're elite drivers. I tell you what though, there is that Civil Rights Act of 1964, motherfucker, and I know all about it. So I'm just saying, it better not be that shit, that gender bullshit. It better not be.
Oh no,
Lyft is woke. Lyft is woke like a motherfucker. Anyway. I'm just saying. All right, we're gonna wrap this thing up.
Anyway,
Buddha's here, so it's time to go. Buddha's here, so it's time to get out of here.
Bye, Buddha.
Yep.
Bye, Buddha.
Bye, guys.
Bye, Buddha. Bye, Buddha.
We're gonna let Buddha wrap this up. He's gonna be our closer tonight. But I will say this, Buddha, I hope you're feeling better, bro.
Thank you.
Damn, you sound terrible, bro. Holy crap.
Bro, you're not out working, are you?
No,
I bet he is.
no.
I bet he is. You're in the car.
Right.
I'm in my car, but
That's because they threw his ass out and said we ain't trying to get sick too.
Yeah, but
my little brother's baseball game.
Getting everybody else sick.
Bro.
Okay, see there. There you go, Sergio. There goes your bird flu, buddy. Your bird flu spreading through Buddha. Okay.
Buddha, who are you meeting up with right now? What's her name?
I can't afford to get sick.
Hey, bro, why are you blowing Buddha up like that?
Because I know the man. I know the man.
Just because he blew you up last week in the Discord. Anyway, all right, Buddha, take us home.
All right.
Take us home, Buddha.
All I gotta say, don't get sick. Make sure you have some money in the bank so it could cover your days when you're sick.
Man, you ain't bullshit about that, bro.
With that being said, let's get the out of here.
All right, Sergio, Omar, Nick, Tony, Steven, who never said a word all night. I don't know what he didn't say one word all night. I don't even know what his purpose was for being here, because he just said nothing all night. But it's all right. It's all right. Buddha, at least Buddha manned up and said something. Okay. We don't even know if that's really Steven.
It's an impersonator.
Well, I don't know what happened to Steven. So Steven, text me. You have my number. So
it's an imposter who actually makes money.
Yeah.
And
Melvin. I want to thank Melvin. Carrie was here tonight. Who else was here tonight? There was somebody else that was here tonight. Anyway, I thank everybody for showing up. I know we ran a little late. Listen, check out the videos. We still got 16 more in the 30 for 30. Eddie, Steven, Nick. Nick's going to be dropping videos now that he's finally in a Tesla for the first time ever. So look forward to his Tesla videos coming. Melvin's been dropping videos. Buddha, when he gets done being sick, and he's going to be all right. And good luck, Sergio, with your Y Ride and your financial channel, which I'm telling you, the financial channel is good. I've been checking it out. I just ain't been telling him. But here we go.
Just watch, if you nothing else, just watch those 2 interviews with Jack, the OG of OGs, man. He's just shit. It's like, yeah.
Oh, and before I forget, we had Scotty Too Hottie was on the show tonight, and also we Zoom Kyle from gigwithit.com. All right, we are